Renegade. Man when afraid, man in the wilderness. Keep it real and honest round you know tabloid. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning. Renegade there. Wagwan. Hey people, we're not so look at breaking news now. So the one of this come out, we both come talk. The year what we had talk last night. So DPP run out now and say she ready for go try the SSL Panton fraud case. Jean Panton alone, you know. No stone unturned. Jean Panton alone. They escape ants. But I put up back the statement thing where Panton say, you know, she go get a statement and confess to the JP. Yes? Because that's a foolishness. Remember the JP there, I know where Panton live. She go right around the same Lady Musgrave road where it's owners of the business and the whole of them and the JP and the oligarch a friend. One of them a friend. So I look through Panton details, details it. Because I shown the paper too, you know. But both liar come out and knock them too, you know. Yeah, knock them, push back on them, you know, with them foolishness. Yes? And we see where they must show us the money landed. We're going to show them what of that too. And we're going to dissect through this because this is a scapegoat case. And it now go, let me tell you this. When them come with, you know, that cover them and try to cover up a thing, you know. Let me tell you again, people. Andrew when they sit mustn't depend about that the man to step down. That ain't the Prime Minister. In all of this, up to the DPP, I repeat where Guy Collins had said and what them have said. Repeat it. I'm going to show you what the liar say, you know, because remember, you know, the government have a duty to protect people and them investment. You give those place license if you operate. Without that and the license, remember, you know, the government have to get blame for it here. Remember just tell NAS DPP from now. Now get mad. Not easy and tell you the government have to give a license. You can't operate that in Jamaica. Impossible. You can't operate that in Jamaica without them license and everything have to pass and everything have to all right. And by the way, them have a regulatory body, the FSC. We can't shut it down. I should have shut it down, but the woman from one of the place, I tell you the car place there, Stuart Arthur. Remember she did run FSC, you know. And she a part of the JLP team. You see, she and Anne-Marie Valls in them green JLP shirt and thing. Remember me have all of these things. See? So them, and then the Prime Minister have thing in it. Them not shut it down, but him alone we see correct. And that nobody the DPP if you say no, oh you alone get money, oh you alone get money out of this and not like this. Nothing. Those conspiracy, these people are the worst set of people me ever see. And them too behave. Andrew, you're not supposed to depend on that, brother. So me have the one of the things them line up. I'm show what the DPP say, and they will rip through the one of that. I'm show where the lawyer push back. You have done that, they ask some question to Andrew on this about that money too. I'm going to play with Andrew on this, I tell the same don't know nothing with SSL. All these are lies, you know. These are the worst where I say Jamaica. Are the worst where I say a government in the world do things like this. Like them want to ignore or them get away with it. Can't work at all. This is crap. Yeah? This is crap. I'm going to beat them to camera show all the evidence. I'm going to look on the thing where the woman signed. I'm going to ask some question. Because we just show part of it last night. We'll go through details. You understand? Yes. I remember, you know, we don't have no chip, you know. And a chip memory we have, you know. Remember when I talked this morning and I master, you know, I must memory. Can I remember what I said? Remember, you know, no human being can listen. Your memory to come give me vivid thing when you give something like that over a decade, where more than one, and not even one case, like something happened to you in one case. And people were thief. You know, thief write down thing and that them can stick to you upon it. Like you write down something, you have it in your brain stick, and then you just let it out to somebody. And draw graph. And I put too much money away it equal to what you take. That are them do it. I'm going to tell the GP and the JP and the guy a friend. But I'll show you some things in the day, yeah? And this is bullshit. This is how Andrew tie up in a web. This guy not supposed to be no Prime Minister around here. And you see all them more, because one of them benefited. All of them benefit. 27.5 them out. Them benefit. Them get job. Them get this. You know, so the Prime Minister about me. You have a Senate. Soon election. And that guy there the first. He might promise people thing and move them around. Because when you go in there as a senator, you know, neither the Prime Minister nor the opposition can fire and move them senator there. But them now move pan them one will him just move them on and them resign because him promise them other thing and thing. That by itself it illegal. Him put all bad back in the thing right now. Him just put some other one in a fish head there something. Just last year. Remember soon election him put one. For what? No make no sense. You understand? Some loyalists will come and talk about a bullshit. No good for no country. You have to have well thinking, critical thinkers for putting a Senate. Not some yes piece of shit. Don't do it. Let me start my show. Because I have a mash them up. Yes, but I put out everything too, but you know, let me start the show. Them two be a face. Let me start the show.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy, they we none of them. We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy, they we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber day.
I'm not up, not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Maybe the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bullman, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical theater. Put up in the rhythm, they load some more hole in a hater. Lyrically inclined.
Yes, people. All right. So remember how this thing has started, you know. The thing SSL in 2023, January 2023, them run out and you know say them have a fall because them have a people money and everything. And less than 24 hours, them send out Gina and Panton. Yeah. Yes. Deny that they don't know nothing about it. I that them say. Yeah. Inspector that them a say, you know. Then say them know nothing about it. So just look upon this. Remember, you know, me I gotta ask you know some simple question. Herbert, you call me this morning? Touch me back later, brother. When me done? Yes? Can I remember my thing them depend me I get too much card. Me just since me a log on, me just get a card just now from you remember the 14-year-old girl, the girl was pregnant and them kill her off. You know, so she not bury yet. You know, so the man get the mother bad. Although youth of tongue run go over there and go over the people them yard and thing. Remember me I talk to the people them and me I come blast you later. Me have to blast you later, yes. Because it can't go so. She have to have it for her own for a bury her and them thing and her work. We have to stop this foolishness. Negligence and things, stop the foolishness. So I have to carry the lady and I have to come blast, you know. We have to do better than this. She have to depend on the baby for her own and give it. No agency. Not even the milk. She not give birth. She not have no breast milk. And I like, she have a bag of money and all kind of thing. This is sin. Yeah? Yeah, your business with yourself when you're 18 and can use. Yeah, before that. When you get them can't vote, when you can't vote in a Jamaica. Nothing for you. And that bad. You still them run after mouth. Can't go so. Alright, let me come back to this one. I'm going to deal with that. But yesterday I noticed Guy Collins had run out. Guy Collins had run out. We clobber them yesterday, you know. We keep on clobber them. So all of a sudden, remember, you know, I'm a matter of fact, I'm going to play about Dean Jackson Miller first. It's the reason why I want to play that first. I want to play it first. Dean Jackson Miller. I'm going to play Dean Jackson Miller first. Because The DPP tell her just now, so this will take them years to go to trial. Now we cover them and know she run out and attack something different. So let me just start this first. Yeah? Let me just start this with D and Jack. Let me just drop D and Jack Semilla for. Can I have something here for showing you know? You rub them out, you know. Rub them out completely. Them are nastiness. D and Jack Semilla. I could start with D and Jack Semilla. Yeah? I could start with Bolt. Usain Bolt. Who want to start with this first? I do some things that I sit and blow them up. I just give them the whole case and put it out and mash them up, yeah? You understand? I mash them up, man, because them dangerous, you know. Let me see this. Let me see if I Dian, all right, let me see the Dian now. Dian, all right, you say money thing. Let me start with this.
Just over 2 years ago in January 2023 that the Gleaner broke the story that Jamaica's track legend Usain Bolt was one of over 20 customers of a company called Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, who'd been robbed as part of this elaborate fraudulent scheme that at the time we were hearing amounted to over $1 billion Jamaican dollars. Since then, everybody has been asking, what's going on? What's up with the investment?
More to listen good when the DPP just start just tell the until that. We change fear mind to start it now where we are about. And we're about right now. We're about the JP and everybody with them sign and come on line them up in them line up. I just try them case and show you how them are idiot, you know. Them are fool, you know. The Prime Minister now, the one of them involved in this thing. Hey, he must depend on that. That guy must depend on that. We have to get serious, Jamaica. We have to rise against them. We have to get serious. Continue.
Investigation. Is the matter going to be coming to trial? Where is Bolt's money? Just the other day, I spoke with Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, to get an update on what's happening with the criminal case. I'm going to be bringing you up to date on that. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Time for tea. This is documentary level.
Reggie, give some name around there so and give them no, yeah, no give them no, because when I use some, yes. When I use them, they run us and give them no just like not at all. Because we don't recognize something we don't recognize, you know. So, for that serious thing, we never call them, we don't recognize them. You understand? So we recognize with us talk and cover them, but something them never recognize, yeah? Watch this. That's what you may deal with.
Stuff, and maybe one day you'll see a documentary about it on my channel. What do you think? Interested in that? Let me know below, alright? So the question is, what's been happening in the 2 years since this story broke, right? Where are we now? And what's happened to the money from Usain Bolt and the other investors? So first of all, some people, I've seen complaints from some people in terms of how this story has been reported, I'm seeing comments like, so it's only Bolt get robbed and why we're focusing so much on Bolt and what to the other people them in a case. So let me say this. Now, first of all, this whole thing is horrible, right? I cannot even imagine the kind of distress people are suffering, and some of the people involved in this are elderly people who don't have time to recoup whatever it is they've lost. So that in itself is just tragic, all right? And the amount of money stolen here over a period of time, over about a decade we're hearing, and the number of people affected, yes, all of that makes the story big news. But the fact that Bolt has been involved now puts the story into a whole different stratosphere, people. Come on, we're talking about Usain Bolt, king of track and field, world record holder, and one of the most likable people in track and field. Everybody like Usain. Even now that he's retired, people still want to know what Bolt is up to, what's happening with his business ventures, his music, remember when him decide to say play football, what's happening with his babies, his families. Somebody like Bolt, people are just following everything that happens to him. If a button drop in a world championship relay, all Bolt have to do a post Jaja And everybody at thought, boy, you see what Bolt say. He just continues to be very, very influential. Anyway, the point I'm making is that when you have somebody who is very well known, not just here in Jamaica, but all around the world, the story gets bigger and the reporting does tend to be focused on that person. In this case, Usain Bolt. So this story blew up from the start the way it did because Bolt was involved, and trust me, that's a good thing, right? It means the story was being covered all around the world. It means the authorities were under pressure to make sure something happened, and it means, of course, that the media wouldn't forget the story. So just about a month after the story first broke, so this was in February 2023, remember, we heard somebody had been charged. This somebody was Jean-Ann Panton, who was one of SSL's investment advisors.
So when you mark that down, you know, it's an investment advisor. But on the document, she put something even bigger than that, and what she do, she couldn't do it, you know. We're going to point it out. Can I show the whole document when she signed? It don't make no sense. All right. We're going to show it. But continue.
What the Financial Investigation Division told us at the time, they said they had a joint investigation going with the police fraud squad. They said Panton had been charged with breaches of the Larceny Act, the Proceeds of Crime Act, the Forgery Act, and the Cyber Crimes Act. So she had allegedly signed a confession.
Cybercrime, that means that means you have to see footprints. You have to see cyber. You have to see print, digital footprints, right? All right. Cybercrime.
And she said she used various mechanisms to take money from clients, that she created false statements because people are getting statements, remember, that said the money was in their account and growing. And those statements were false. Now, the FID, Financial Investigation Division, said at the time that this was a really complex case. And they said it was complex because of the number of accounts, the types of accounts, the number and types of transactions, the fact that this had been going on for over.
Transaction, number and type of transaction is complex. Now, one woman, I work with you with other people around her, but this turn a complex case, and they have to send for England for auditing firm and too much thing, and them can't fit the puzzle one smaddy. What broke when I have nothing? Them are going to carry a court now and try. With the Prime Minister alone, Andrew Onis, collect 143,000 US from a brand new account, US account. Money transfer from SSL to him alone, him only. Where we see. Oh, we know, actually we have the IC, if him gone clear. We don't know. Because he never tell me, you know. That even worse. He never even did open his mouth and say this. You know, I'll show you where he open his mouth and say, you know. That's what this man must depend about that. Anybody else pick up with him for one, you know. Him for go, you know. Continue.
For a decade. Then now in December 2023, we got another update from the Financial Investigation Division. Again, they said the complexity of the investigation can't be understated. They said they were investigating matters going right back to the inception, the start of SSL in 2006. And at the time, they said the evidence was showing that over 200...
All right. So them gone 2006. She tell about 2012. She will tell about 2006. I know. But them go back to 2006. Continue. We don't have to hear one of them things.
Accounts had been affected, and that what they called a staggering amount exceeding 30 million US dollars had been defrauded, right? Now, Bolt alone is reported to have lost 12 million US dollars. And that, folks, is over $1 billion Jamaican, if my calculations are right. So let me tell you what we know right now. Because people have been asking, hold on, can't she want to do this? Has she want to thief so much money? Nobody else not involved. What is going to be happening? And I spoke to former Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, in October 2024, his very last day in office as Finance Minister. And I asked him about the SSL thing because, you know, finance is his ministry and so on. And this is what he said. He said, what I've not been satisfied with is the pace at which that has moved. He said, we have...
And you see that alone, you should have condemned it. Because him tell we, like back nearly like a couple months, and said, how fast the FBI them a move and the pace where them depend. Don't even tell about the pace where them a move with. We not see no FBI now. The government and the finance minister that. But by Andrew Onis come and tell we lie, you know. So we have FBI, you know. When McCracken come out and say there is no FBI, we can do it. Him come out back and condemn McCracken. Fling him under Big Mama under the bus. These are all the people them lie. Okay, listen, I want thing with me, you know. We don't have to do something. You document these things and keep them. Yes. Same like when you have the Library of Congress and them things that them keep things. I like document things. Let me tell you, even my life and when I go through like certain things, them documented. I'm going to tell you, so from the record from 1986, everything come up documented. And that's enough years. So you can't place me, say this, everything documented, you're going to flap yourself. I tell you. See? So me like keep my thing, them keep record. Because by the way, I must say something too. Dead man, me notice honest, Bradback, Fisherless, me notice when you start cover record. Like things when you say when you go up and take it off, but when you cheat with dead man, I take off things we put up when say about the indigenous and all kind of thing. They must cover things. I have them already though. But that bad though that you have the government has cover things where them even say, you know, want come out and say like, so when them put it up, them take it out. But what them not understand, when you put it in that cyber space, it come down. You can't take it off, you can't destroy it. That's about. Yeah. You understand? Yes. No, man, I sure that last time, man. Ronald, where you talk, you seem to forget about. I not forget, but sure that last night. If you watch me last time, I just show you the whole investment. I just make we deal with the case. Remember, I have it just so you know. I have it. So you just see the whole thing. I not forget about it, man. I show it last time, man. See? Continue.
Have investigators, police, a DPP, courts. All of those are independent authorities. I can't instruct. He said,
I'm saying him drought himself. That Elijah in this, you know. Elijah.
This is not a criticism, but he said he had one opportunity to pour out his heart. He said, I feel hurt and disappointed that I put that effort in. I've taken major risk in getting forensic auditors from the United Kingdom to do a...
That should be a major risk. That's your job. That time job. Him take major risk. With what? Him said no stone or left and turn. Where the stone them there? None no turn over. The whole of them stay in the same position with them there. Same way. Yes? I know them attack to cause with them, you know. The police, them barely, the whole of them behind this. This is evil. This is evil. And Jonas is supposed to step on the ballot. Yes, continue.
Massive investigation. And he said that file had been put to the DPP from late 2023. Nothing has come of it. And people are looking and wondering what's going on. He said, I've done my part. So a few days ago, folks, I caught up.
In the file and it complete 2023. And nothing have come at it. Same said the DPP sit down on it. At 2024, I talk about it. Say we not done understand that complication. So I'm like, she have thing and him have thing too, you know, two of them, you know, the whole of them, and two one is them. Well, I have a film table, the whole of them are come from. They mash up the country, robbing the country of its wealth. Continue.
Up with Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, and asked her for an update on this. First of all, she never happy when she hear what Dr. Clark did office say. She said it was unfortunate he hadn't contacted her office for an update.
You know, listen this now. These are the important thing more here. Listen. Now she just talk to her. What guy the 160-degree turn back and say no, she ready to prosecute the case. She tell her, say, it will take years. But when not cause, so she run out. And she see where I go on and them say soon election, well, you have to run out and say this, you know. Try calm them down, you know, Paula. That's why we carry you back. She for charge, you know. She for move, you know. She sit down for real weed case, same way to, you know, people. She sit down for a lot of cases. For please and honest. Because you draw a railway case, prosecute him, send him to prison. I said, no, that you can't even touch it. I know. From 2019, now 2025, 6 years. 6 years. I'll be able to ban 2019, I go big school now. And I know about your railway case. 6 years. The man are going to Panton and the pan, you know, campaign. Well green. But I have to move them, you know. Let me tell you this. Hey. We don't even know how to deal with it. We don't punk. We don't say nothing to them. Because we don't get about them chair till they move. Them are punk. You can't destroy a country like this. Too much patter cats. Continue.
And this is what she said. She said, perhaps due to an excess of enthusiasm or youthful exuberance, some of the investigators may have had amnesia when advising members of the public or even Mr. Clark as to what's been happening. You know, say Paula not talk with water in her mouth. She said, by the way, that her office had set up an SSL task force just to deal with this case, headed by a senior prosecutor, deputy director.
And you hear that say the government now have nothing to do with it. So you give license to these money the Panton scheme place. You have to get the license. You have to get the go ahead before me can do business with them. In any jurisdiction, you have to get them the go ahead. You have to make sure the citizens safe. If you invest their money, don't tell me if you shop around. Then you are gonna make bogus criminal entity are running our place. And yeah, them kill themselves now. When you tell board say him should have check, you know. Oh, Andrew one is to collect money from the Prime Minister. Oh, the fool, sir. Oh, you take back that. Because your argument where you run with, we see Andrew collect money when he was saying put in money. The Prime Minister himself. And when IC asks him said because Admat, he never have an account. So them open a brand new account and put in money. Them give him money. We not see him put the money there. Make we continue. See? Make we continue. And by the way, him put in NHT and the one of them, make I bring it up back. In that way, you know, for sure thing. Remember them give the license. You cannot operate on the bank, by the way. The bank have to keep the money. Because them is not a bank. You have to have all the paperwork work for that bank, do business with you. And them allow this and also criminality. And you want is 100%, your government have to get blamed. You hear that? Who come and talk about private? Private what? And by the way, you not see Paula Llewellyn, you run out. And I talk about private and check. You know, see, you hear that? You chat where guy colleagues that tongue them chat and they want to own a chat. And some people just tie the one up together. You know, good. I continue. But I'll show you what she said to you know. About private is, you know. Because them stupid. Fear run with that thing like that, what Andrew owners collect 143,000 US. We not see him put it there, but him a collect money. In other words, this. In a pandemic. We not talk even the money before that, you know. And by the way, Andrew buy and place them. It never, Andrew not open in place him buy them cash. Tell me which place him a pay mortgage pan. Can you imagine no care who them pay mortgage pan something? Him buy them cash. The money when him that work on him, I don't know how him do that, but him buy the thing them when him did own him buy them cash people. Him pay off for them. Him never owe a mortgage, never have a mortgage pan them. Nope. Or him to be a prime minister. Remember, you know, you're supposed to clean and you're not supposed to, but you buy the one millions. Man has spent 600 million and tell about fence and all kind of things. This are the prime minister who have. And I talk about people bad mind and yak show off and I follow him. You can't have him around no country. You think people are that? Continue.
Public prosecutions, the person who deals with financial crime in her office, and that it has 4 lawyers.
Why then, if the private, that question, she say, oh yeah, people are dealing with financial crime. Tell me, which one of the bank them, different from Bank of Jamaica, which one of the commercial bank them, the government own people? Which one, just tell me the big company them and tell me if the government own them. We're operating in Jamaica, that's how we have private sectors, PSOJ. Them own them, but them have to move after the rules and regulation of the country. Now make straight 5 come mislead you and I play politics with our nasty self. This one. You can operate in our country and do what you want to do. Then it don't make sense to have a government. I better you scrap it. But yes, still the police, them have to come do with it. Taxpayers appear this, you know. When you have the one of the, remember the one of the police, them have to get pay everything and private this and the one of them have to get pay. When you have crime like this, at the courthouse, them are use and they still them say they not spend the money. Eh? Well, we waste time to do this. If them people just honest. Make them come tell me about private again, so the government have nothing to do with it. Then why the police them involved? Eh? Why the police involved? Why the court involved? And what this? I cost them billions of dollars a year when you have things like this. You still them there at a bag of bullshit. Why Strike 5 get paid to prosecute these things? But the government, no. them no invite. It don't make sense. Me never want to argue with them because them I eat that. Or them should lose them license, you know. Them should lose them license. Every private company in Jamaica, you know, you have to follow the rules and laws of the country. That's simple. We established that. So when them attack, you know, them play politics and attack bullshit. And the more them chat, and the more, you know, them that suit through in a country. Them is shit. Continue.
On that task force. Now, she says her office wrote to the investigators on October 23, 2024. She said it's an extremely voluminous exercise which sent a letter indicating all of the matters outstanding. She said it seems there are some investigators who thought by waving a magic wand and speaking it into being that they had enough to go before the courts. But she said since we are the ones saddled with prosecuting cases of this nature to the required standard of beyond a reasonable doubt, and we're not in this thing to get a sound bite, we have to make sure, especially in a complex matter like this, that we have adequate information. So she said there were 12 things that were still needed from the investigators. And she said the FID wrote back to them in December 30, 2024 about the 12 things. She also said there's one that is absolutely critical. And she said what she's been told is that the investigators have had to go through hundreds of boxes on material from SSL to find this critical thing. She said at the office of the DPP, they've already prepared a draft legal opinion. She says about 40 pages, waiting for her to sign off on it. But she says her prosecutors know how detailed and thorough she is, and that they're also detailed and thorough. So she says there is a yawning gap, legally speaking, in the opinion that can only be covered by getting the critical documentation from the FID. And she said that is what they're waiting on. She said they have got some of the 12 things, but not this particular critical document. And of course, she wouldn't tell me exactly what that was. She said we will not die on the altar of expedience to give others a soundbite. She said we answer to the public interest. She said
interest. So if this was a private, well, what that question she come out. Remember, she thought this, I'll show you when she just talking to the people. Just know, you know. Just know. Because she said the case I'll go to trial now. With just this one woman, the scapegoat. Now look back on the confession where she put out. I'm going to take hold of that too. It don't make no sense. Soon put it up. Well, don't try the case and see what they might come up with.
Her deputy, who is in charge of financial crimes, did some research as to what happens in the USA in terms of matters of a similar nature, and that they found that the average in some areas is 5 years from the time of the offense to the time it goes to court. And she went on to say,
she said, John, what girl a turn and all, a 160 turn and all. She will beat her. Then them say politically, you know, you have to run out, go charge her and push it. But deal with that case. Yeah, you understand? She said 5 years turnaround and it take her longer than that. Listen. Are the DPP this attack to she, you know? Today, you know.
Do not run a patty shop, and we are not a banana republic, so we can only ask for patience. So the DPP is saying, look, things are still outstanding. There's one in particular that's critical, and until they get it, they can't deliver their ruling as to whether or not anybody else should be charged. So that's it for the status of the criminal investigation and whether anybody else is going to be charged. Answer is, right now we don't know. What about the money though? So here's the thing. The company was being wound up, meaning it was being closed because of all the shenanigans.
So, you know, go through nothing now when you want it up, you don't know nothing. Because them stay. The man tried to want it up before. Remember, we show you where I'm go there and I take step for one it up. Him say he must call him name kind of business about it. The man who have the most shares, the only guy, possibly. In the business, don't call him name. You could have a business like that over the billions and nobody must call him name. And you have the biggest share in the thing. And then you go behind the back now and try to one up the country, the company. You lock it up. Because you do this. And them can't go to court and them give they go ahead. Them did bar him first. FSC carry him and the bar him from the week. And then them go back and them withdraw. That coming like under Andrew rule because him have people in a party around the FSC. Then they take some people for run push at the FSC from out of Bank of Jamaica for over see what I want. And then we look them game, they go ahead and them one up the company. Yesterday they must call them name. You understand? Continue.
right? And in April 2024, we did get an update from the Finance Ministry. So this is what they had said at the time, that assets in the company were being transferred to clients. But of course, those are the assets that they never thief. And the Finance Ministry said none of the 200 accounts reportedly affected by the SSL fraud have recovered any part of what was lost due to the fraud. And they say for their part, for the government to try to help to recover money, they said there's a process, right, that comes under Jamaica's Proceed of Crimes Act that would be done by the Financial Investigation Division. They call this a benefit investigation, and they said that can only start, listen to this, after criminal convictions. But they said civil proceedings are open to aggrieved parties, meaning the people who lost money, and can be started at any time. All right, so just a couple of things here. The government agency can't start asset recovery until after people are charged, after you have a trial, after you have not just a trial, but convictions. Now, remember, they keep telling us this is a very complex case. Just one person arrested so far. And we have to see, as I was saying, if anybody else is going to be charged, then you have to have the whole trial process starting, getting underway, trial, and a conviction has to be had. Now, we're talking, I think, several years at least, and I'm probably being generous. This is going to go on for a while. But individual investors can sue, and we do know that both lawyers have been active. They've been busy filing documents in court. Now, they're understandably keeping a low profile on this. We're not going to know much about what is going on, I think, until things get a little bit further. We do know at least one other lawsuit has been brought against Panton, as well as 9 others by another investor, Gene Ford. Remember though, if you're talking about suing somebody to get back your money, there are a whole heap of considerations here. Who are you suing? Are you suing an individual employee? Are you suing the company? What if the company no longer exists? What if the assets that are there aren't enough for you to get back your money? And are you actually suing the right people? Are you suing the people actually responsible? So winning is one thing, but getting back your money is another thing. So does a person have assets or entity have assets that can be seized to pay a judgment debt, which is a debt that incurs, say you win a lawsuit and the court say, all right, A must pay B $50, B $700 money, but B has a car. You can seize a car and get it sold. There's a process for all of that to get back your $50. You know, can that happen? Critically, what kind of proof, what kind of evidence do you have to win your case? Remember, we keep hearing how...
You know, the bank girl, I think our NCB bank, the one where the manager and them say she manipulate and get some money. You know, she build a house and buy car and do all kind of things. I want to know she have a wheelchair. She moved $4 million US. I don't know how she get that out of the bank. Right now, the one that have a wheelchair can swear and get the wheelchair. Yes. Yeah. All right. So that. I look at what Bolt said. Yeah, so. And then we're going to play Guy called Lizard. I play the Prime Minister and I leave with them, but I play this. And then I look at what she said and I look at the girl's statement. Panton. That our confession. When it makes sense. I play what Bolt said first.
I think that is the right person being held responsible.
So yeah, tell
or
me,
the only
all
person.
this money missing and one person know about it. one somebody can move around and nobody else don't know about it. In a big institution where it's supposed to be really regulated, right?
Have you seen
a whole
any?
heap of things move, and I like me alone.
Yeah.
So you tell me say you run off an institution and you don't notice nothing a go on. So you don't get audit or nothing a happen or you the man say so.
So you think?
And
By the way, remember that thing about Kiwich, you know this? Cause some of my brain kicking up. Who did come out and find out all kind of things about them? The same government regulatory body, FIC. We regulate these things, we regulate these bodies. Right? FIC. Find everything bad with them up to 2000, from 2012, 2016, 2020. 2019, them tell them we're going to fix something. So remember, you know, if FIC find these things, that means FIC are check and see some little things. So them never see this. Them did not wind them down. And to them, let them keep it open. FIC find a thing with them and that to them. So them have to do something better, but yes, still, the one that they got you same way, because this plan whether run FIC was a labor right. So they run them and you collect money from the thing. Or if you treat people in FIC find a bag of corruption with them. And say, you have to fix this and that, I'm going to shut you down to that and that and that. So what them I tell we say? Nobody never see nothing. Eh? That make any sense to you? FIC find things with them, you know. Irregularities, you know. Find a lot of things with them, you know. But them still allow under owners government to operate. That them give money in a 2021 for them go close down. Them give money. You get money. Yeah. And by 1 year and couple months, January 23, Andrew come out and talk one bag of bull crap. The FIC flag them red, them on the red flag long time. But them operate same way. They only got them because your FIC, you say Andrew run things. What am I talking about? Eh? FIC, and people, you say for one time, them flag them and a one. Go look back on the FIC report them on a one time. Them are watch them around Ponzi scheme and them flag them and other people in the government. Quiet FIC. You understand? Them quiet FIC. So what them attack say? What them attack say? Yeah, what I want to attack say? I move bold because bold to hear him to get back his money or what have you. Yeah, what I want to come tell me, look where she come out and say no. Yeah, what I want to say. And yeah, she repeat the same thing, but private. Hear this.
Strong on the line, speaking about the SSL debacle, and you were right in the midst of speaking about how you do it from an accountant's perspective, Dennis.
Yeah, so let me say first that financial institutions fail every day all over the world, especially in the US. Remember FTX, right? Recently, that was a big thing. The government cannot take up taxpayers' money and compensate anyone, right? I mean, that would be a serious violation on behalf.
A foolish is a matter. If you look at Obama when the car thing I go down, where think when them pump money in that to save the whole industry, save America. I remember more than one time, I see something, I see some balloon bus, them have to come in and them have to operate. See? The FIC is an nastiness. And when him say no, him say the government cannot, and him a blame now, what you call it? The victim shame, bolt, and chat a bag of bull crap. Yeah.
The government, if that were to be done. Remember, what happened with the FinSac situation is that they bought into the organization and took over the organizations, took over the debts of the organization.
So them, what FinSac, that FinSac do. Why him never come and talk what FinSac do long time? Because you bought into the government have to take it over and take over the debt and pay back people. Where Adisha, Siaga, enough more JLP, them default on them debt. Our money have to pay back enough of them people there. Remember, you know, when you hear a big mama them go out and say, but this is bullshit. When they say about FinSac, you see it forces him to come talk the truth. It does simple like this, but them play politics all the time. See? I said, Patterson, when him say mash up place, he never have nothing but him pay off IMF, never owe IMF and say tata. 14 years after, Adisha them. Same one them mash up the place and cause FinSac, Adisha, cause the government have a farm FinSac for buy the bad debt with our money. For help out these people and not sink the whole of Jamaica. Adisha them turn in a fine ant minister. When go back money from IMF, 14 years after mash up the place again. Porsche try to set it and say, Andrew, come destroy it again. Now, wicked up. Worse. This bad. You understand? This bad. Not playing with them. You understand? Not play with them. This bad. Continue.
Organization. And it's on that basis that they pump capital into it. Now, if we follow the story that most of the money did not get to SSL, even if the government.
Hey, so I make up my just stop. Sandra Stewart, so I make up my face. You make up my face, pan, you know. You see, I make up my face up. Are you me I look pan, man? Let me just scare one and are you me I look pan here? All right, continue.
Were to buy out SSL assets and prop it up, then what would happen is that most of that money that did not reach SSL would not be compensated back anyway, right? So that's a big problem, and what has to happen is that whoever's money did not reach, then they have to take personal action now against the individual. So
him come out and attack for something when I know. Politics him a play now, and then him chat bullshit and thing and join the boss. And the big mama. The one of them come out to the same punchline. Up to DPP come out to their thing. The same punchline. But private. The same punchline where Queenie come out with. It's a private. We have to regulate by FSC. Yes, by a government agency. And then I forget license from the government to operate, by the way. Because remember, you couldn't just, all right, for instance, let me just say something to them. You have some people with some gas station. Them allow for operate, them call them illegal gas station. Can you sell a gas station, they're not going to shut it down. But you have some people where them say them sell gas illegally. Tell me if them allow for operate people. If police don't read them and shut them down. Eh? It's a private gas station that you should allow them to operate. Eh? You have some taxi man where I run, them call them illegal robot taxi. Because you know regularize the thing, you know license. I ain't sure for the run. You have some people carry all them tongue, now them say you have to have green plate because you know license for go do this. But yes, still they say are private. Now private people then. What happened to these people? Stop putting a foot in our mouth and talk bag of bullshit and play politics and what I couldn't hear. You now look dumb. You have enough taxi though, you see police are run down, say them a robot. Them have license insurance, for drive on the road, But them a tell you must carry the people because you never license for that. So the government, if you not go through these license and get license and things for do what you do, you can't operate. They're going to remove you. Same like SSL. They must have the license for operate as that. So no guy not supposed to tell about you for about risk. No government not supposed to give something where have risk with it license for thief people money. Then you blame the whole government. What them attack him full of shit. Eh? Him full of people. Let's simplify the thing, When them talk, that's why I say, oh, you listen to them. Remember, I'm get work, With solid waste and get other work from them, So I must sing for him sometimes a piece of shit. Them are over the big mama, them a piece of shit. You don't know that. They must sing for them supper. Yeah? They must sing for them supper. And them are mislead people, man. Them to stop it, man. That's why I love how I stay, Them are mislead people. And where you just burden up the thing. Look how them run down the taxi attack with them thing. If you drive a vehicle on the road and you don't have license and insurance, don't police stop you and ticket you. And take away your car and take away your bike. Because you have to obey by the rule of the country. Then if it's so, you have a private vehicle. Yeah? Then you're not supposed to just drive it on the road and no license, no insurance. Eh? What happened to them? It's illegal if you don't have the license. Nothing. And if government against us and license, them have to make sure them abide by rules. You blame government. What them talk about don't make no sense. And we have more examples can show the people them. Government own these things? No. Private sector organization and what I want to them, man. Eh? I want to them. You have to run by rules and regulations of the country. So them talk null and void. It don't make no sense. Them play politics and them big and stupid. Yeah? All right, continue.
It's something outside of the scope of the SSL. So the scope of the audit is not going to discover where that money went necessarily, right?
I like the man losing money. All right. You say lose half fight. Not go say no. Can me have some people who want to show me something so the money they reach. Anyway. You said half of the money, you have $6.8 million reach. Wait there. SSL thief it. And you collect money out of it. I'm alone to collect money, so I can't say out of it. See? Wait there. You collect money out of it. Eh? Him alone, out of the world fraud, the world thing, I'm Angel alone, we and him never tell us him collect nothing. Until the IC release that report with receipt when the table. And you not talk to the people in Jamaica, I'm so dishonest, it's unbelievable. And you buy all these places, people, and you don't work for me, man, you know. This is a service to a country, and the man extra rich. And you're not a businessman. Yeah? No. I let's see my going up. What kind of businessman? You can have 3 card man and I call him what kind of businessman, man. Eh? Yeah. No, we talk, remember, yeah, Lizzie, remember me talk to both because with the right side, them and them say be careful, because them are this him. Can you sit down and play them, you know, up there, sir, you know? Yeah, up with them, you know. And I talk to him and say, listen, them, because them say man are this him, you know. Them that this him. Me the right side of them, you know. Remember me eagle fly all over the place, you know. That's with me, you know. And him leave, him stop, go up there. Yes, because them this him. Yes. Continue. Hear the Jakarta. I mean, I'm sure it's the same thing when I repeat, and the one of them I repeat, when should I know better. Them come tell you about FinSac now, and tell us the government buy into the debt that them could have did. Yes, still, and that big mama them has spread about partisan. Say, the thing high, and people buy papers, that nothing to do. Listen, and somebody tell us them I said, when we have the data, the raw data, for sure people. Eh? They want to the country better, they might eat that. They don't understand. Continue.
I have my suspicions on that, right, as to what happened. I think
you have a suspicion and I talk about it. It's not factual. You have a suspicion about the rest of money. And you where you think. You think. A suspicion and them talk. And if you not listen keenly and you're not a critical thinker, you hear him talk, so you run with this. I think I have a suspicion, not factual. And you talk your suspicion, you don't know if you talk or you talk this to make people run with it. You should know better than this. He's a piece of shit. This piece of guy come here talk.
That I don't think that the persons who took the money took it deliberately to just take it out one time and steal it. I think that just like a Ponzi scheme.
But they were them that take it out. That they say they were rich, them that take it out. One time and steal. And I'm tell you what I'm thinking.
What might have happened is I say, let me take this money and see if I can make it in an investment, make some money off of it. And
I think no, me that stop it. I see what's case like this and them come and talk about I think. Me that stop it. Yeah. Yeah, man.
And put it back. I think that's what they got caught up in. Right? So I don't think that there's anything for the government to give back to those investors, including both who might have gotten shafted in that way, right? So there's no liability on the government. There wouldn't be any liability on the regulators. That's a straight situation.
So you have liability on the regulator, where the government, on the other. So it must a straight situation. So in parts that tell say you have liability, But you talk like, and yes, still, you must say with that now, if the money never reach SSL, you don't have the liability, you have to deal with them people there. But yeah, and the regulator, the government same way. Branch of the government. Because them should keep your money safe. But yes, them still come back now and double down and chatting back a bullshit. When we hear Strike 5 come out, or DPP come out and repeat, I try to play politics, them to go away. Well, I point it out.
With the person who took the money and what the investigation needs to happen now. I think if that information comes out, then criminal prosecution, criminal investigation can.
If that information come out, when think, if that information come out, when think, continue.
And now start to take place against the persons that Ball's team would have had interaction with. There's a philosophy.
The team neither, but both team would have interaction with. They're not them same one, man. You hear this? Continue.
There's a statement in a saying in Latin in economics called caveat emptor, right? That means let the buyer beware. And it's a fundamental.
This is not a buyer. It's an investor. You're investing. Now buy nothing. You're investing money. See? So when you invest money, well, can you have some place where you invest the money, them take it, even bank where you put the money in? Don't people put money in the NCB around 300 million, how much money them thief? 300 million? People them say them miss so much money and them not even get it back. And the government not back them. This bad. But suppose it have regulated about it. to deal with them. Eh? Yeah? You understand? See? Yeah, because in night, the Prime Minister alone collect money out of this, people. That man for step down, he must step on the ballot. Continue.
Principle, and people need to understand when you are buying a product.
The man not buying a product. Me I invest something, me I buy a product, me I buy something. And as I said before, that place, the Panton scheme place, cannot operate like that without the license and one way to operate. Without them regulate it. So the government, the FSC, supposed to protect every dollar. Every dollar where you put there. A matter of fact, FSC red flag it more than one time, and Andrew only allow it to run. Him allow it, and him will collect money out of it. You understand? Continue.
Even though we have the Consumer Affairs Commission.
This time not for the year I'm going to FSC. I deal with Consumer Affairs Commission people. SSL. Consumer Affairs Commission, and when you buy things, go shop and you go hardware and go buy things, you go Consumer Affairs Commission. So I'm come with a different completely argument. Now we have FSC. We have regulatory body who regulate these things. That different from the Consumer Affairs Commission. We look out for you if them this and them do this, you can't go make a report. A matter of fact, even when you make a report, when you go buy something from courts or something, that different from what you matter about. You walk in and you have your cash and thing and you go buy a bed and you buy something now. This is an investment where you are investing in this. And God, what happened to this piece of shit? You hear my argument? No make no sense. But he want to do this and talk about this and that and talk about a shit. And then come and tell you, say, you should have search. And you for search for yourself and do this. These are two different arguments, you know. Completely, you know. These are where the shit them sit down and do with mouthpiece. And put it out. And then them follow. Hear this.
Or when you are buying a service, right, which this is.
You're not buying a service. You invest. And about buy. When you buy a service, you're the service where you buy people. Me have my phone, I'm going to buy them service. Can me can play, like I go buy the cat or I play every month. Me buy a service. Me invest. Me not buying a service. Me invest for make money and I buy. Listen, when I buy a service, me not expect to make no money back. Me buy the service. So and I like me invest and when me look, I pay a fucking talk, you know. Invest different from when you're buying a service, people. When I buy a service, my phone provider, I pay them every month. If me not pay them that gone. Me use the service. When me invest my money, when me look it stayed and it grows. Them show me say, hey, this and so me put 12 million US. When you look it reach 16 million and the time can I make money. Yeah, invest. When I buy a service, quotes up, them not give me back nothing. My money gone, it dead. What happened to him? You see them take everybody for idiot, you know. And call it buying a service. Eh? Two different things. You have a lot of educated fools. See? Me put on my money here, so when look, me make any extra more. That's the buying a service. I invest my money. Eh? That's buying a service. You can't lose, when you drive go up on the stock exchange and something drop out, but me not buy a service, I invest. So if me lose, me go on. If it crash or something. See? But when I buy a service, me not get back nothing. The money, if me come and spend, if me appear $10,000 per month. When you buy a service, you buy from public service. You buy from water commission because you use the water. What them do? What you do there? You give them 100,000. What them do? Them put back 100,000, pay 100,000 in a book. You don't lose that money. You have 100,000. And them try to invest it that you make a money on it. And so them get paid, them get commission. What happened to this idiot? And at them call Brighton scholars, them is shit. Eh? Them is shit. Yeah? Yeah, but these are what them try to play with people all the time. You buy a service. Me have light and me have to pay my light bill and it go up. Them give you back money. Him gonna consumer affairs. So you call it, what kind of shame you call this now? Victim shame. Pambol to attack him. Eh? Yeah. You understand? This make any sense? No, him a chat bullshit. Rip him apart, loan some chat bullshit. Hey, that's why them can't sit down and talk to me, you know. Yes. And you don't know my thing, man. My thing them different. You can't talk to me like this, I'm gonna rip to it. Eh? When I buy a service, if you buy a car, what do? The dealer them give back your money. You give them 5 million. What do? Them take a 5 million and then you go back and where you look, them give you treat 7 million. What happened to this guy? You buy a service and like your phone and them thing that's a service. When you buy things and like your car and them thing there. But don't put it wrong. You say when you buy a service and that's what you do. What happened to this guy? Eh? Me I invest my money and when I look my money for the day and I grow and turn in at 20 million or 30 million. And you invest. Enough people invest and go and live off of that. See? You have some people take your money and build. You have some place like some bank, you get some good money from it, then build plaza and rent it out. So them guarantee you make some money there. Then build some other place and build scheme with the thing so you make some money there so it will grow your thing. You see? When it come talk, I said it doesn't make the sense. And these are the people them put pan radio all the time and chat this bag of bullshit. And people listen and just repeat and run with it. This is bullshit. Continue.
Then what you as a buyer need to do, the economics places the emphasis or the principle of the market on the buyer. Be aware of what you're buying. Do your investigations. And I think that is what got caught up, because I can't understand how you have an investment for years, whoever it is, and you're not monitoring it.
That's shit. That's why you have FFC. Hey, Nama. Them are shit, you know. Why you pay the people them at the FSC for do what? Why them red flag them for years? And I tell them what them I do. And the government for lock it down and somewhere it come up and them are ask certain lockdown that people from Bank of Jamaica for run go take it out. Eh? I be a garbage in my talk. I talk about buy and you have to monitor this. This is bullshit. And I talk about private this. Look where big nasty Stretch 5 come say yes or no. Let me just bring up this yes or no. This is where this piece of nastiness come say in the morning, you know. See? She carry this here. She carry this now. And then make a look at she. He might eat that. You rub him out. He might eat that. It makes no sense. See? Louis Lynn. Stretch 5. We are ready to try bold fraud case. People, look. Well, on there. But I have to beat them, you know. I have to beat them. Yeah. All right. Well, when me I beat them, you know. When me I beat them, I run them one. I run. But what's on? What's on? Still can't get to it. We start a one. Still can't get to it. Hold on. I beat her, you know. I want me to look at one that top. So me just square and even go me I leave it right so. And start at that one. Yeah? Now go just beat it so. So Stretch 5. The community was straight fights, right? So, yeah, I restart that one day. See? But for me, it was straight fights, right? So, let me see that one. Hey, that's true. Yeah, I must up the med, you know. So, straight 5, I want to try. The uno I try. All right, watch me now. Go open back this. Yes, we go open this. All right, so now open back that with straight 5. See? Yes, now open that with straight 5, right? See? I'm open this over here, so. Hey, people have set up a way, you know. So something to move. Something to move. Yeah. See? All right. I could look back past step 5 now. That thing you open. All right. Remember let's go and open this and tell you what step 5 I say so. So step 5. Step 5. Me I open it up back people. Come on, I think them loaded, you know. This is step 5. Right? Yes. That's step 5. Yeah. All right. So step 5 I try deal with the case now. I'm opening this. Step 5 can't hold me now. I'm opening that. Launch back that. See? So step 5 I try deal with the case now. Me like open it and put it up. Jamaica, open this. So this now, Jamaica Chief Prosecutor said that the outstanding financial investigation division documents that will determine if other charges are laid in the multi-million-dollar stock and exchange limited fraud matter have nothing to do with the case concerning track and field legend Usain Bolt. Right? Go open back this. Open this up straight 5. Yeah. Well, I'm glad when we are going to things than that, you know. See? So you respect that, you know. All right. Them say now that our team is ready to prosecute the case against former SSL client relation manager, Gina Panton, the only person charged in the matter. We are both on several other SSL client accounts were defrauded of millions of dollars. The multi-million-dollar fraud and I'm open back this again. If you do everything one time, you know, this dark around here, so me anytime I move, so me I open up back the powerhouse around there, so you see, you go deal with this. Yeah. All right. And the irregularities that were uncovered at the investment company in January 2023 balloon past 30 million US, $4.7 billion, and more than 200 accounts impacted. But here's enough now. Panton is facing 22 count indictment after being charged with fraudulent larceny as a servant engaging in transaction involving criminal property. Llewellyn said, no open yet. Both matter along with several other complainants have been reflected as it relates to 22 count allegation against Panton. It is respect of both, and then continue more. But yes, what she has right, that's about 6 million. Said Llewellyn, she about 6 million US. And respect of the fraud, and she said, tell me 6 million US. Come on, I'm a big thing, you know. Run that's more go back pan, you know. Then, both complain during the episode of local episode, and them tell about this on Monday and everything, right? Them tell about where the depart. Yeah. He said he's also yet to get an update on the status of investigation of after exercising 2 years of patient. 2 years of patient. 2 years. Right? However, Strike 5 has defended the process, asserting that She follows the law and evidence. There are a number of complainants, and it was unfortunate scenario. But when last I checked, it was a private entity. When last I checked, it was a private entity. Me tell you, she come with the same thing, you know. She come with the same thing. When last I checked, it was a private entity. And as far as I am aware, when people are going to use investment firm, I think there are certain things that acquire them with risk that they are taking. So see, I follow the same she have followed the same pattern where that one come talk and talk about private entity. Ask her now, which one of them investment firm the government own? Ask her which one of them the government own? Eh? She's not seeing this, you know. Check five. You're not seeing this. So she sees from private entity. So she knows to ask the Antonis, why is it a private entity and you put all of the government agents, around 5 or 6 of them, and invest in there? Eh? Why you do that? See? Me don't like to know why she do that. Yeah? Me don't want to know why you said that in a check file. You said when last she checked is a private entity and you forgot to check this and that. This is so disrespectful and so stupid. She should have get fired at the same time. You feel resign because he's a goddamn asset. You just a like piece of puppet piece of shit too. Check five. This is how bad Jamaica gone. See? All right, come back to my thing we on so. See? All right. All right, so I'm up back. Yes. See? Well, hey, people wanna saw me operating. Them can't get me down the care walk, you know, so me can't just bounce on and do it. We are up there, clamor them, you know. See? We are clamor them. So this I'm gonna show you. She repeat and seize upon the same thing I talk about private entity and you for check when you're a piece of shit. Eh? No, none of these investment firms can operate. Can you operate illegally and you go to prison? So the laws will govern the country and them have regulation and regulate them and everything. And remember, you know, them have to have the license and everything to operate. And the government guideline and them have to pay them taxes too. So she have one like this is a private entity, so them do what they want to do. It don't make no sense and make it worse. Andrew only alone collect. Andrew only alone collect. Remember play Motley ask them something. Motley, ask them this to me. Me want to play Motley. Me want to play Motley ask you something. See? Yes. This bad. So me want to play Motley. I ask them something. Then I Scott Motley. Let me hear this.
Me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over $143,000, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And you know the number one concern is what happened to.
All right. This our we are talking about. Thank you, Donna Scott Motley. That our we are talking about. Them are talking about private. I mean, I said, listen, you have to have license nothing to run that. Yeah? Yes? But it more concerning to me and it more touching to know that the Prime Minister collect money from SSL. And when him collect money, number one, when him come out for top on SSL, you know, that time he collect money from 2021. He not say nothing to none of it, you know. Nothing. Yeah, look on this. Look on this. I read a bold thing that said to you know. Him collect the money, SSL. And this man now open him mouth and say, hey, we collect, him don't even give it back. Him not give it back. Look at own it. SSL own it. Own it SSL. Own it. SSL. This is about own it too. Because this is about own it. This is about own it set to the people.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has hit back at critics over the time he took to comment on the multi-million-dollar fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. For almost 2 weeks, the fraud has dominated headlines locally and across global media. But Mr. Holness said he only wanted to address the matter when he had received the facts. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has been facing backlash for his delay in commenting on the fraud case involving over 40 investors, including Sprint legend Usain Bolt. The opposition and other quarters of society have questioned whether or not the delayed response was in a bid to cover up information. But Mr. Holness says not so.
There was this query as to why I didn't jump out with a statement immediately. Simply because I have a duty that when I speak, the information that I provide must be unassailable.
So a man I use a straight face and tell us him never know nothing. So it have to be unassailable. So him have to get him facts first before him talk. People, this is 2023, you know. And him take much weeks to answer and come talk. Anytime you see him answer something guilty. But yes, till 2021. None of we don't know. Say the man get 140,000 US, a brand new account open, and him collect that and him use the money. Nobody. And him come and him don't know nothing about etc. And by the way, September 2021, we have that too. Input cost on board. Me show it like several times, you know. Me have it here. You remember me have them thing there, you know? Yes? Yeah. You understand? See? Yeah? Can you imagine the man come here so and then I play politics and he don't know nothing about it, but him are the only man who collect in a them time, in a pandemic, you know. When people get 200,000 for mass and another pandemic and him use the money. That man should have resigned. If you never have a body like that, would I see, then you wouldn't know nothing. That's why I have 28 bank account. People, this guy must depend on the bank, it must depend on the upcoming general election. It must depend on it. It must depend on that. No country can run so. Strike 5. Come and tell us it's a private company. And what you have to do? The last time she checked is a private company. This nastiness, strike 5. Eh? Him come now and him did come and tell me lie. Him don't know nothing. Lie gel. When FSC write him, say him never get nothing. And them show the proof say it deliver. Then him come and say, oh, I find it in my cabinet. Me go search and find it. Oh, it's not the cabinet. Him lie. Them show say them send it by email to you know. So that pump and who them that get the email. But these guys, well, Andrew Holness said the lightest thing on earth still. Dangerous. Here what Andrew say yes or no. So him and then him a politics him a play right yes sir. Hear this now.
And that means you have to take time to verify.
Him have to take time to verify something where him collect money from. This alone is that push him out people. You can't have a man, yo. Him going with too much things, you know. Let me tell you, big mama them can't protect him, you know. I know me love when them talk, me strong as so. You know, me love when them talk, because when them talk, each of them, everybody I run out with something, them put them foot in their mouth. Yeah. Yeah, you understand? Them put them foot and foot, well, Andrew put him foot in his nose. hand, foot, and nose. They always put them foot in their mouth. Hand, foot, and mouth. Yes. See? Hear this? Hear what the man say, yes, sir? Yeah.
And other quarters of society have questioned whether or not the delayed response was in a bid to cover up information. But Mr. Holness says not so.
There was this query as to why I didn't jump out with a statement immediately.
It is.
It's simply because I have a duty that when I speak, the information that I provide must be unassailable.
It is.
And that means you have to take time to verify. But we saw in the interim that some persons had a field day with misinformation.
So right away, I'm giving misinformation and I'm say field day. That's why I say I can't trust him. Where am I giving was misinformation? Where am I giving him that 40 for him get 140,000 US from this criminal organization? The Prime Minister know and then put the man on board in 2021. It's still it dack it. See? And him come tell me something like this. Now, who do the misinformation? Him should have stepped down a long time and get fired. This guy not supposed to step on the ballot. Him dangerous. Very dangerous too. This guy nobody at Jamaica. If you don't really talk about justice, he not supposed to call nobody criminal in Jamaica. Him, you know. Can't call nobody criminal, you know. That don't make no sense to me, you know. This how the man lie. And the bare face can look on you and tell a straight lie. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. And who are back him up to straight 5 and push the woman through that. Can we look on the woman thing now, you know? See? We'll look on it. We'll look on bold thing first, and then we'll look on the woman thing. We'll look on what bold release, because them release something. See? Up to straight 5 and talk about private. Tell me which one of them investment firm there are public. It belongs to the government. Tell me 1, tell me 2, tell me 3. Tell me which one of the commercial bank belongs to the government. If a private people leeching now one NCB, who own the rest? Grace Kennedy now own one. The government own it, but them have more money and them do it thing. It have to regulate. But them matter and the same thing I deal with money. And by the way, the SSL now have a bank. So them use a bank. And who may say a bank for them leeching? NCB. Eh? This alone, you know. This alone that I bring down the government. Can you imagine that in a UK or anywhere else? Even down to the island. Because right now, Barbados a fly high, you know, with the more honesty, you know. We are the third with criminality and corruption. Jamaica. Because the Andrew one is keep it on there, so. Yeah. Yes? You understand? When them catch somebody smart, them catch them and break them up and push them. This when come talk here, so was bullshit. You so much think him alone though, and them talk about this man and on top of that them tell the same no do not now raise and take 300%. Mashing up the country. Somebody tell me last night say, Mummy return. In the open thing I say, in 2015 or something, the budget was 500 billion and now she gone 1.3 trillion. And yes, a big mama say, that for sure the drought. That is bullshit. It's an overtax. A nation when we not produce nothing to make these things. You're overtaxing a nation. Because when the thing then go sky high plus tax, it don't go show you what me I tell you about. If you can call 1, 2, and 3, then me crunch numbers, you know. Faster than calculator. And I remember, you know, so much people can do that. You could have professors till you're fool. And so much people can do that. See? Not so much. See? Yes, my crunch numbers. And the bigger them is, my crunch them all faster. Boom, 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 and split them. What am I talking is bullshit. You overtax the people then. And yes, them come out and say, no new taxes and no taxes on the country. What happened to this idiot? Eh? This are the lie and the politics where I play because they collect off of this. Let me look on something else. See? This bad. Let me look on this. This open now. Let me look on this also. Because we have some things over here push up on you know and you this. You can't treat nobody around here. You understand? Nah, treat nobody around here, you know. You see? Yeah, can't treat nobody around here, man. You see this, you know. For open them thing here, you know. Alright, see them here. No want them one. This one want. Alright, make this stay so. You. I remember see them one now. Alright, make you look on some of them thing now with your Anjo. Statement Gene and Panton. Alright, statement Gene and Panton. So me have that. Me have this. Maybe look on some of them thing. Anjo, are you hearing them here? You know the same time when the place locked down. Look on Anjo. Come and get the money and I run it, you know. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, you know, with 28 bank accounts, you know, do all kind of things to me, you know. Yes? You can't hide it and bet it. You just can't. Let me see that one, you know. Them thing are Ponzi scheme. Positive, Imperium. Them thing are just shell company, you know. Look on them thing, man. Imperium account, look here. Look there. Remember them, and like them working on positive media people. The man don't run, you know, like I run a can't some video, some film, look at money I run to him thing. Look at Imperium. Positive media, that to Imperium. Look there. Yeah? Funds are flowed through him thing there. In a pandemic when the world will shut down people. Eh? The man have certain money, you know, but him have flow, yeah, withdraw and deposit funds through all them there too, you know. Canada just one set of book, you know. See? And this man I tell about, you know, when him talk, him have to verify. Verify what? Where him have verify? Look here. Let me see that one here. Deposit. Withdrawal. See there? Net withdrawal. Him does there. Him does withdraw. Him does to all kind of thing. Positive media finance status. See? Positive media more money than enough people you can think about run through and you still analyze it. What the project will do. When you talk to him tell you some bogus thing. That man make things and just do things. You understand? And like them take people for that, you know. See? Withdraw again with Estate Bridge. See our money from Estate Bridge, I withdraw, yeah. I'm gonna move this. See? The whole of them thing yesterday, hey, that woman I forgot woman, you know. She have to get charged too, you know. She have to get charged. Look here. But yes, you know, I go for Gene and Panton, I want to see real thing. Estate Bridge, watch it. Deposit from Imperium, remain in balance. Look here. Honest, you know. Estate Bridge. Look at transaction. Everything will be a transaction, people. See? Yes, everything will be a transaction. And nobody must question this guy. See? Me go look pan Bolt. Me go look pan Bolt. Liar this morning. When come out with. Me have not put up this. Me look pan Bolt thing when come out with. Yes? Bolt liar this morning, people. This is she. Me see what Bolt liar come out with this morning. So Bolt liar come out this morning and knock it. Right? Let's see this. See that? Bolt liar. Bolt liar call out victim blaming. Say the government failed to protect SSL investors. So this morning. Yes. Come out. The government have to protect them. This is a liar come out and attack. See that? See that? Usain Bolt attorney has condemned effort to blame the Sprint icon for its financial loss while absolving the government of its failure to protect Jamaicans from the investment firm that managed to survive years of alleged wrongdoing without losing its license. You think people are idiots? Same thing me I talk about. You should lose license long time. Can't work. Them keep it afloat and do wrongdoing. And your owners get full blame of this. Niger caught the whole of the whole government. Can you remember, you know, them get a warning, 2016 red flag. It for shut down and them keep it afloat. 2018-19, them chat to them, 2020 come out and them keep it afloat. Then them force to shut it down 2021 and you get free money. Get some money from it, not free money. Get a payment from it, get a thing from it. Get a thing. We not see no other book where other thing come out that can the money thief out. But Andrew get a thing out of the 31 million. Make him come prove say out of the 31 million him get it from. Out of it him get a thing out that does part of the 31 million US. Nobody else get the money. Yes, still him talk on TVJ. I talk about unassailable when him talk, them have to verify and get the thing I don't know. Him dumb tweet, him no knowledge of what one. Yes, still him collect and use money from it. In a brand new book. Brand new book. We not see no investment when him put in it. But him collect. It's sure, you know. Remember, you know, if you put in a company, that come out that company, it come out that film name. It come out to him. But you know, see him name pan no list, but money come out to him. That's if you ask again. Or money if it come out to you in our book. To you. But we not see a company where you have in there or something. How that work? And anyway, you'd have to deposit some money in our investment firm for you get back some money. So we not see where you deposit. We not see no where we not see no entry, but we see an exit, brand new exit. That don't make no sense to me. DPP not see that. She not see it. He continue that this is a textbook case of victim blaming. He's not fool. See that? And it appears to be an attempt to absolve the government of its failure to protect the public and those defrauded by SSL. Even more concerning in the apparent attempt to silence victims, manipulate the narrative about who is truly responsible for the large-scale fraud, which has left hundreds of Jamaicans without their hard-earned money and clear path to recovery. So them and them friend thief people money. And the government have to hold accountable. When you look the more piece, them the one of them where the guy can work for them. You know. Remember him get opposite solid waste. Remember him get thing at work, you know. So these people you see come out and not spin, you know, say them have work and them have do this. Hey, when I listen to them and minions. Not doing it. See? And them forget charge too. Same statement there. Could this Sweden come amidst growing public frustration over the pace of investigation and perceived lack of accountability in 2 years since the alleged fraud was reported to authorities in January 2023? See? And then him tell about bold thing. This is a good thing for you to read. His remarks followed by a bold recent interview, and he tell about which part of the interview, yeah? I remember see when I'm saying anything else where we're knocking. Gordon deny allegation that both company. Sim deny the allegation, yeah? Gordon deny allegation that both company, Wellgen Limited, did not properly transfer funds to SSL. So I lie them I tell. Him deny it. Him deny it. Yeah? See that? The allegation being circulated to the public that not all of both funds that were sent to Stock and Exchange Limited were received by Institute are false, baseless, and entirely without credibility. Garden state all funds lodged at SSL by a bold company were transferred via bank transaction, and each and every payment was acknowledged by the institution in writing. Hey, me tell you, say them wicked, you know. This is how big mama them have spread. The man have these things, you know. Them have it, you know. You understand? You understand? I think that Anna Brian that me played the other one before this. Yeah? Yes. So him have it and it acknowledge, but I say you cannot follow this nastiness. I'm liar, this after the set knowledge. Them get it. I remember I go through bank and I like you carry it in at some big bag or some cocos bag and you go push it down at US. So it and which bank it a transfer to them. So the whole of this was lie again. And it have that. When you tell you him have it. Then move this and say something else, but him have that. If it go to a bank where you have, remember it have digital footprints. Digital footprints and this shit run out and talk about private. The whole of them will separate them for go away, you know. Them forgot about them big dirty thinking private. But there is nothing but private when you operate in any country, you have to operate by the jurisdiction. Yes. You have to operate by the laws that govern the land. The government guidelines and rules. You have to operate. And number one, you can't get no license if you think not right. And me use, for example, them have some people that sell gas and they might have said it cheaper, but them call it illegal gas station. Tell me something. Police allow them to operate when they know about it. Or them go lock them up, charge them and send them to prison. And one bag of money. Because it's illegal. You have revenue and everything. Tell me something. The lottery scammer, them operate. Them a call people and say them a lottery, them a this and that. Them allowed to operate like that. But you still have lottery can sell. You can go play pick-a-pow or play Japan right now. Them lock you up. Because you have a license. And them take that from people, and that's why you go buy a lot and all kind of things, don't it? Yeah. Eh? Them are wicked. Yeah, the liar said it's a lie. The liar said, see there, not my word. See that? What them know and do know, see there? Him said, it received by institution are false, baseless. Garden State, all funds lodged at SSL by Bolt Company were transferred via bank transaction. And each and every payment was acknowledged by institution in writing. Garden point to the court evidence given by Ken Tomlinson, temporary manager appointed by Financial Service to support his point. So them have it. So why them come out and come say this? See that? Him tell us say them give it, right? Him told the Supreme Court both principal investment at 6.2 million was validated and have been defrauded from the company account. Yeah, he received up to 2022. Look at, a matter of fact, he received up to 2022, sure. He received up to that statement, them give him a statement, people. Stock and Exchange give him the statement and it's sure. So the investment total 12.7 million. So in principal investment, so them a mix up something. So them that take away the investment. So in principal investment, where them use the money and spin over. Them say 6.8 million and them give 2022 say it reach 12.7. No, them say take out, but not never take out. All the money reach. So remember it are growing on. Them are to take a big piece of money and grow for long. Over 10 years span, over 10 years, it grew to 12.8 million. So they must say never invest. Not even a cent they take out. So we understand it. The principal investment, but you will take and you do everything and then make a money. Because both they use the money they are going at something where I build some house and things. You don't say I bag of money for the same way. Have them invested in something. So they must show them over a decade. It grew. Over one decade, 2022, 2012, 22 at one decade. It grew to 12.8 million. So the matter about the money take out. The money never take out. So the principal can't see and not me. Because we have to read with understanding. So they mislead people again. Them and the whole of them are mislead people. So the money never in there. But it showed so the money principal was there and the money grew. See there? Not my saying that. See there? Look at the board principal. So you have principal and you have interest, investment. 6.2 million, that and that, was validated, have been defrauded from company account at SSL. Yeah, and it validated. He received up to 2022, show that he had investment totally at 12.7 million. So the investment go to 12.7 million. So not a sense that's a fraud. Yes, that's outside. And we get the word on it. The liar note that SSL operate under annual license issue by FSC. The government entity regulates investment, house, pension funds, among others. Thank you, sir. Me don't talk. Me just read this. See it come up, me just read it. Yes. You understand? Yes. So we understand that clearly. So the principal at the 6.8 mil. And over the 10 years, it grew and them give him statement. And it operate under the government. It operate under, see, just clear it up there. Same thing what I explain. I never read this, but it's good for me read it because the liar say it, right? It's good. Never have to read it. Because if you're critical thinker, it's a no. If you follow laws, it's a no. So when Strike 5 come out and I talk about private, and then I want to talk about, but when you buy something, investment different from when you buy. You understand? You buy a car, where you do? When you pay the people the money, where you do? You go back, and you go a shop then, and you buy, you buy a pound of flour. Where you do? Go back and go for your money and it goes something. That money they got it dead. You buy a pair of clothes, you buy a pair of shoes, and you go buy a suit of clothes. Where you do? Go back for money because of investment. That ain't investment. What happened to these people? You have sellers and buyers down. You buy some food and you name the food and you go back to the Eagle. And that them tell me, who so done? Make a look pan Gene and Panton thing now. When them say them gonna try out with, make a look pan it. Yeah, make a look pan Gene and Panton thing. But make sure you say this though, this a fraud, to the highest level. Now, put up Gene and Panton thing them is alone, so. Look, put up a thing, This is the first statement. I'm going to point out something for a statement. Yeah, I like this. Full up the place, Mr. Alonso. All right, people, what's a statement now? Gene and Panton. Gene and Panton voluntarily give this statement at 8 Lady Musgrave Road. You notice, only step on Lady Musgrave Road, but it's 30 and 40. One of them, the Lady Musgrave Road. This are 8 Lady Musgrave Road. Yeah, Kingston 5. But could look at Gene Panton live at Kingston 5 people. Because if you're a user, you're the first thing what I look for now. You see that yesterday, the JP where them use, Sean Crosby are afraid. I mean, other people know them good enough, they're around them. Can the Eagle around them? Right? The one of them, they're around that in a Musgrave Road. If you look at Lady Musgrave Road, you see only them have thing, and then Patrick Bailey thing, they Torrington, they're too far from where Patrick Bailey thing them there, Yes, office. Neither. Right? Look on this now. Kingston 5, this people, Lady Musgrave Road. But I look now, because you have a JP, because this is not far from Stock and Exchange, neither. See? But you have a JP where you live, where you got to talk to. And look how this put out, those JP that put out something like this. And then, by the way, if you go to a lawyer, when you check the lawyer background and say, if she and them not friend up this. See? If you use a lawyer caution you, a lawyer want to make you criminate yourself, And when you're a killer, then not tell you to go right and confess and do these things. Which lawyer do that? Which lawyer? All right, watch this. In the parish of St. Andrew, right? In the presence of my attorney at law, Tamika Harris, and we'll say as follow. So them, I remember, this, yeah, is a statement she give. That means she type it. She just give the statement. And you tell Mr. JP, sit down and type out this so nice, and then you just sign to it. That's a next fraud again, But look on this now. People, you see your brain it now, wire, like what some people feel, Yes. Carry chip. A muscle tissue, right? Carry chip, right? And hear this now, what she does, remember she got a statement, And look how she stay now. Look how she vivid pan all these things. I reside at, and you sure are close, Kingston 6. Yeah? They matter about 5 at St. Andrew. My address for this purpose of this statement is a different address for the purpose of this statement. So she get something at Kingston 5. She live at Kingston 6. The purpose of this statement, she give the address at Even Me Drive, Kingston 19. So our address, I in a Kingston 6 people. And for the people to understand this, for the purpose of this statement, to give address a different address again. Kingston 19. I have been employed to Stock and Security Limited for 25 years. Starting April the 1st. So she know this man. So this man I use a life puppet. I am currently a client relation manager. Responsible for dealing with any client issue. And I act as a welfare advisor. No, Right now, here, them the client relation manager, them going to push that because everybody see, can me see a card? I mean, show the card. It's a welfare advisor. She's a welfare advisor. You hear what them put her this now? You see these people? She's a welfare advisor, you know. But on this, she said she act as a welfare, as a wealth advisor. Because wealth advisor couldn't do when she said client relation manager. Now do that. The wealth advisor. So she said I act as a wealth advisor. I work in the brokerage arm of the company in the capacity of interact with the client, manage their portfolio, assist them with deposit and withdrawals, and provide statement. Or you assist them when them have to transfer money to the bank or to the SSL team. Or you assist them with this. And if when them you don't send back money to them. If I check a 3 people have to sign up the check and do what I want. So I don't know how this work. One person not do it already. So this a fraud already. In and around 2010, my father was diagnosed with cancer. I was primarily responsible for his parent care and finance. He had to go overseas for treatment. And only to check out this, and he was not employed at the time. I was at this point, I thought of borrowing from the client account. She can't do this, you know, to cover my father's expense. I had no idea I would pay it back. This don't make no sense. Who would I do this? But that was my solution at the time. Approximately 3 years later, 3 years after he passed away. 3 years, people. 3. So I'm not live long. Yeah? And I also had to assist with the funeral expenses. Funeral not cheap. I also borrow from my client account to cover the funeral expenses. But look what she borrowed, $4.8 million to cover US for cover funeral expenses. My brother was attempted to kill my mother and was committed to a home, and I cover his expenses. When you commit to any home, a Bellevue, says you commit to a home at Bellevue, you don't cover expenses at Bellevue, neither woman. There is no other home. If you commit him to a home, can that be a prisoner from their home at Bellevue, ma'am? Bellevue. So this is the next time again, you know. My financial burden increased during the COVID, the pandemic. Yeah? SSL, from SSL decrease, I was unable to repay the fund and continue to take fund for various purposes. So you repay fund, SSL, yeah, and income from SSL decrease. And I was unable to repay that and take fund. This don't make no sense. Because if you get paid, the SSL decrease, your pay will not decrease. See? So she gone into the pandemic now. How much you could have taken in the pandemic? I use various mechanisms to take money from clients. For example, I would edit a customer email. But if you edit the email, this don't make no sense. You can't get money in an email thread. And this email would provide consent to sell their shares and disperse the payment to the respective bearer. I would make a request to asset management team. Can you see it when they have asset management team for approval of sale? So and she deal with the asset management team. The accounting team, when we talk about people team, would then approve and make the payment. But remember, you know, if the accounting team make them money, make it not for your name. Or she change it. And then them that send it back through the bank. Once the share was sold, I would request a check for the funds to be paid to one of 4 bearers. Can't do this. And what the 4 bearers' name? The name of the bearers are Delana Cook. Where's you know what them? Look on them name now. Williams, Darman Taylor, Tanya Tenwell. These bearers were independent of stock and so them no hold none of them bearer. The bearer would be used. The check back. Hey, let me tell you this. If you check them bearer, there is nobody of them name here. None. And you can't make check with people money to know bearer. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Yeah? Nobody. I'm going to show you the money where she draw to, to a bearer, Because you can have a account there, and you make out a check to a bearer. And the bearer go get the check. Use a bearer and get in all these checks. This don't make no sense again. Would be used by checks, by SSL, and would visit the bank to collect the. This don't make no sense. And by the way, hey people, some of the woman attack, she don't make no sense. No, she don't make no sense, She never make no sense. She take 24 hours and make no sense. Bearer, if you have things that take an exchange, and you are make bearer and get check, nobody will make out the check to them. And they will have to sit that in the so. These people, as you said, them just give some false name, And then, because with them dangerous, they just build up some false name and make some check. Remember, this is my account. You can make up a check and change it. Remember, the people, they might have an account where them transfer money from to bank. So all they have to do is send it back. So the one of this don't make no sense. And you said check. But in her statement, she said she go and withdraw money or transfer money. But she said check. It don't make no sense. This is garbage. Remember, continue. This is come on, man. Come on now. This one I read as a big garbage. See? 5. There were circumstances where a client would legitimately make requests for funds. And I would put through a request to accounting team. So I know she deal with the money people. And them have to sign it off. And no accounting team, you see? Let me tell them this. Me not ask you no. This a garbage. Me not ask them. No accounting team. If somebody make a request, them have to go through the accounting. You now go through this one woman. And then you make a request. And the accounting team write it now bear a name. Them that be criminal. Can they check them have to sign? Yeah? So you want to write somebody money. And you put now bear a name or no. It don't even make no sense, Then at this one I really have to carry the woman this because with this what I'm doing, It don't make no sense. When you go through these people, this don't make, and then share you with brain power, remember the whole this and give the account. It sounds so stupid. It's unbelievable. You know where we keep on this? And when you look on the table and the money, and she tell them every money, and then a JP sit down and put a bill on the table and put this together, 6 page height, it's fucking stupid. It don't make no sense. And nobody, because them have secure people things over the years, and nobody, so you could have make out this. And then the accounting team will give you, make it out in a beer and the beer will dry it. Even the bank will question this. But I could look on the sum where the beer will dry. Remember the people in my accounting. So when they're looking up, if you have an account, it don't make no sense. If me have an account in our bank, can you imagine somebody asks me, I make out a check to a beer, and when you look, it come out and we loan some account. And it's a man named O'Neill Smith. I come collect, and then you get a check with an O'Neill Smith. I draw it from my account. That cannot work. It couldn't make out. Listen, all them attack, This is bullshit, Because you have an account with them, Them have the money, but you have an account. And I like it now one big pool where them know well-gen money, them know this. This, and she said, you charge your loan with this? This makes sense to you? People are well-thinking person. Me have run through it, but this don't make sense. This is where they only got them give sheep, you say. And by the way, you see when they touch money, and a JP that sit down and write this and type it out and give in a sheet for we read it, this don't make this well organized, put together, and it don't make no fucking sense. It's stupid. Yes? You understand? See? But Anna, this is stupid. You tell me if this is stupid. It makes sense to you? Eh? Hey, Anna, this makes sense? Come on now. Let me continue with this. Then at this, you really put up on people who run with it. And this is how Big Mama did that run with. This is how them give it. No baby, I couldn't do this time I look it come out of my thing and my profile. No bank will give the money neither. Not like this. They can't cheat there. She said, she that what then the fund would deliver to the bearer. Remember, you know, she thought like, remember, you know, she tell about funds now. Look how I use them and mash them up now, because them have no sense. So the funds, these funds, the bank, I have forgot the bank, and the bank can give these bearer people money. I take it from SSL. Them money, because them, number one, them that call and verify money to, you know. Your name depends something, and them know say that in your name, them know what it for keep. Right? And the bearer just called the bearer named John Smith or him name Leprechaun. And him go for O'Neill Smith money. And them give him O'Neill Smith money. He's a bearer. Me don't know no bank work like that. Eh? Them have 3 signatures, but the man himself have to do it. And matter of fact, them that just transfer back money, you wanna go and with check and draw what? US money, US cash. That make it worse. When you yourself draw 10 grand, you never not get it so easy. You not get it so easy, you know. Sometimes they might tell you if you come back on them things. Make I show you how them lie. Look on the cash for them draw. Look on the cash for them say the people them draw. Look here. In other case, I would create an email request from the client that was not actually written by the client and keep the entire sum. That don't make no sense. Or you change it. Some of the clients I took money from would request their funds, a portion thereof, and I would take money from other client account. Oh, you do. She can't take the money because she done forgot people. You know, every time I read through, it make any sense? This don't make no, this make it work. She'll take it from other client thing. That means they might go with more than all one name, you know. With other people account, you know. What happened to her? This don't make no sense. Well, she said the whole money in a big pool now because remember your thing are there, you know, and them have to keep everything and know how your thing run and everything, you know. So you gotta keep there, you know. Them know what put down there and everything, you know. Me not understand she, you know. See? And remember them now just release SSL money. Money are come from SSL like this, you know. It's not credible at all, you know, logical. This foolish. But may I show you something, you know, Anna, let me show you something now. And then just sign off. That are the first one. Look on the money now. Look on the money. So she'll tell the continue process taking money from client account, repay other client. She know what you know what she does tell the people? She tell we go no one here is a Ponzi scheme. Them take other money from client account. That means when them come in with client and use it to repay other, that is Ponzi scheme. So this is what she do. When she write, I will them do the guy did I do. Them never invest nobody money. See the right lesson. Baron, me know you watch this. Them never invest nobody money. Them take some money when you want something and them take it and pay. This is like what Stanford 2020 did I do. Ponzi scheme. And them thief the rest. Thief people money. Yes, she said she take money from other client, repay other client. That don't make no sense. And then she remember all these things by herself too, you know. And look at her. She look at who type out this. Remember, you know, she go to a JP by the way, you know, Anna. And them type out the whole of this, you know, and put in the money, you know. Them do accounting and put it out. Look how them put out the money now. Look at Anna. Look at this. Remember in a JP, when you go to JP and them are right, oh, them are sitting and write this. Oh, them look how them put out the table now. They put out all the money and put it in at the right place and put the JP have time for do this. The JP have time to do the whole of this. This make any sense to you? Look at now and look at the money with them borrow. Look at. She put all the client them name people. She tell it at the JP right this in a people. The JP put out the table. See the I prepare the table below. She go to the date. Remember, it's a statement she gonna give the JP, you know. So she couldn't say she prepare nothing. She give the JP and now you say I prepare that table below. After you say it's a statement. See there? Look here. Look here. See there? She says a statement. So oh you are prepare a table below. I prepare a table below. That don't make no sense. You go and I tell the JP and then people were thief not prepare a table. And she prepare it with the money, you know. Look here. Louis 45 to which bank I go give bearer 45,000 US. Which bank, Norman Taylor at 6,500. Which bank at, well, I know people. The one of them US, yeah, 50 to 100,000 US. Christopher Radman, Ramdan. Yes? And she have all the name well pattern of people. 262,000 US people. Eh? This don't make no sense. This is, hey, people, look what it, hey, you know, so they would have got them wicked. Eh? She, make you say brain power, when you're a thief, you couldn't go tell me 10 years and give me a figure and call all the people them by name and then work out a table. You a thief, you now work out something like this. It no make, and this, by the way, the people, yes, when the case boss, she come the next day and do this. Say she confess and then put it up. Me get it, you know. I'm going to come out and say she couldn't do it. By the next day, by 24 hours, she do this. Eh? By 24 hours, she do this. Eh? This don't make no sense whatsoever. Andrew one is if you step down. You have to step down. Eh? This don't make no sense. No, which bank, brother? Yo, junglist. Which bank? Look at 262,000 US. Then, hold on. Even the bank, and I give bearer people money. The bank can just make bearer come and you draw how much money out of the people them book. Remember, US, you know, what the people might do, take cash from you. It's not a place to take cash. The US, where both, when them do them transfer the money. People transfer this money, them not take cash. You pay them back, them talk to you, transfer it back. This is bullshit. See? So the bearer, hey, this don't make no sense. Garbage. This is garbage. This is what them give she, if you come say. You know what she said? After this, she said them do it. Because she won't even do this. But it don't make no sense. Yeah, who thief? I shall remember every name and then sign. Then make sure sign to it, you know. Look here. Look, our people continue. Look how money now. Henry and Jean Ford. 640. Listen, them are oligarch. Them are sign of oligarch. Remember our father there 3 years. And you ask some things. Look there. Look on the table. She draw the money, you know. People, you say 560,000 US. That's over 70 million, 80 million dollars, you know. 500 will be 75 mil. It's over 80 million dollars. Jamaican. No bank will not get up and give you their money. Even if you draw it 10,000 and that she couldn't draw the whole item for 10,000, that means she draw big money. This don't make no sense. And by the way, hear this now. Hear this. The accounting team will not allow she if you do this neither. The whole of this are be a foolishness. That's why them take the computer, them thief it. Good. So this is what them carry in there, they use a cable because you have some corrupted judge. This don't make no sense. This, you talk truth. Yeah, let me tell you this. Talk truth. This don't make no sense, you know. This don't make no sense. This is garbage. This is what them do. Yeah? This is what them do. This is what them put out. And so, yes, too, man. Listen. If you go a bank right now, wait to US. If you go bank right now, and you try to draw $10,000, you can't draw it like that. 10. Much as you can draw it on your own money. Ask anybody. Yes. 2 days after, no, because she put it out 1 day. She put it out in a 24 hour. And then them go fear. She put out this 24, because she put it out first, you know. When the case come out, then by the next day she could confess. And then she writes so much thing out of fear bread. She get liar same time. She could use a JP, not where she live, but cause with them friend. And when you look, she have the whole of this right up and put up and go back over decades in her head. Eh? This is a goddamn disgrace. And you want to say the worst thing. And you sit down and you allow these things and you alone collect money out of it. You alone collect money from it. Eh? We're not stupid, you know. We have the thing, them, you know. Have to run them, you know. Look on this. And each time we run it, it even make it worse. Look on this now. Look here. She draw the whole of their money and the people. No bearer, no bank. Brother, this is a race red flag long time. Look there. See? 100 and look here. 600,000 US. That's some big money, you know. 4.8. See the total. Look there. Eh? This don't make no sense. You understand? I'm a tough for people. Them say she'll get 90 million Jamaican too. See that different thing this, you know. 4.8 million US, but see the 90 million Jamaican too. 90 million Jamaican. 90 million Jamaican. So she draw $8 million from Jai. See there? Jai Salim. So it's not US, a Jamaican. 8 million. 8 million. Hey, people, this are the trace of the oligarch. She can't do this. She can't do it. See that? Williams, 3 million, 10 million. No bank now. Listen, let me tell you something now, people. Let me tell them something. See that? 2 million, 2 million, 10 million. These are the money where the oligarch think. 15 million. Ganga Singh, 15 million. 15 million. See that 15 million? Jane? Yes. You understand? 15 million people. And 100,000 this, you know. I drop off one of the zero. Sister 15 million. She draw. And she do the whole of this with them people. She not do this. Hey, them wicked enough people. So she draw 90 million after the 4 million I add. She draw 90 million to people. See? 90 million. Shall I draw 15 million? Let me tell you something. My have friend will do business. Them build hotel. Them can't draw 2 million alone. Them have work. Them can't draw. But them have to do. Them have pay bill. Right now. Right now, you know. Them have pay bill and them have to draw like 1.8 million and then the next 1.8 million. Pay bill. Hard for them get money one time. She a draw 15 million. Must be a, then who I remember she a tell you say to come from the accountant and them sign check. Nobody would sign that check and give that bearer. Them draw 4 million. And then, hey, them wicked, you know. And you owners, go give back the money where you get to, you know. What we say, collect, you know. This don't make no sense, you know, people. This woman don't grab a wheelchair. Yes. She get them money of drawing a cash and she no run by nothing at all. Remember, you know, who that write them check again? Figure draw with people, 15 million. How much? She have a next 90 million, which is 90 million plus 4.8 million US. 90 million. See them, I not joke. You see, sometimes you have to look back on them things, you know. And hey, when I hear that, you know, look on this. She draw 10 million. Which bank, any bank sit there? Winford Hunter. She not, and you know, see no company up here. We don't say Andrew Willis have nothing in here neither, you know. But he might collect money and we don't see him name in a note like this. You understand? 15 million people, 6 million, 10 million. Eh? One time, you know, Natalie Williams, 10 million. Ganga Singh, 15. Hunter, 10 million, 2 million. And then them in a raise red flag. You are draw money, see the 90 million, 930,000, nearly 100 million. So what them do, them put on this and think this is the case. This woman can't do this. She can't do it. These are all them wicked. See the people. So these are US and that are 90 million. Jamaican. Yeah. You understand? I make her see what she said she withdraw now. And look now. Look at all the people. She sit down. She sit down and tell her JP and the JP write down this and have table and everything and table all the money and type in, you know. 24 hours and then by when and when them arrest her. 24 hours. The case boss and by tomorrow she go do this. And she remember everything, do it in her day. Yeah. Yeah, Paddington in London. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you see that door? See? So these are the big fake. And Chusha work with them 25 years prior. Them use her. But this a clear case, she couldn't do this. She and the bank not allow this money to draw like this like that. No, you know allow it. Who have the license can do it and move 100 million at the oligarch. Him can move it. And him and them a friend. The DPP, them depend female. She depend it too, you know. She and them a friend. You see how Paribis? She and them a friend. Yeah? She and them a friend. She come out and talk, say them coach have to do this. Them curse have to do it, you know. Yes. All right. I could look on the paper again now. But no, she couldn't move the money. What them wicked do? Wait till her for this and tell her say everything's safe. She and she signed to it. She give a name. The table show the list of clients that I took money from in the first column. Shall I tell you, in the first column? You ask, I remember tell you something. This and not even the JP write up this. Them type it, them send it. That's why she said in the first column. Number one, when you do a statement, you could not tell me way up the table and you took money in the first column. The JP now fear thing if she type something, she does type in line to line. Now type it like this. This a garbage again. Yes, this a garbage. She tell it say in the first column. This is what them write with a sit down cursor and do. It show you know. What this one will show you the depth of criminality that one SSL. Yes? You can't justify this. She not do this. She tell you now in the first column. That my word, you know. That mean that the woman them just have them friend and just stamp and use an next friend and stamp and put it out. And she and them tell her everything good. This is garbage. Shall I tell you about the column? You have a statement or you have to tell me about the first column and all, and you identify what. That alone tell me say not even you write this shit. You go to the woman like she write it, not even she write it shit. Not even the JP write it. Them just make the JP put them stamp because of the man friend. So when them writing it tell you, say them have it and them have it there and them just make she put the stamp and them tell her what for us put in. And when she talk, that's when the man put the talk in it, she talks stupid. It don't even make no sense. Eh? Yeah. You understand? So she don't know the whole 30 of them got right. But them don't know what them think, you know. Them are just charge she alone and then them want to look on the rest of things. But when the thing come out and the bolt thing come out, them have to look as she never have no bolt, nothing on it. If them forgot for put bolt, because them, like them do it, you know, and them put it on the well gen. So them never put no company, because them that put it on it too, you know. At the mistake, if them did same name, them never same name, so them just put out these things. Yes? Them know them ready, because she said the first column. That means another JP type this, neither. So everything where you see, and if the JP not type this, that means everything type go to the JP. She can't type something else and say, can I remember she talked to you now, and the JP, she had a statement. So it starts from up here, so. And she said the first column. So it's not the JP write this. Not the JP. But yes, she got JP a statement. This is not the JP write it. It can be the JP write something, and then the second part, and she tell us the first column. It don't go identify, say not, hey, them don't know about me tell you something about an investigator than them, you know. This one will show you clearly is not the JP type, not of this. And then all this type out and tables and things, not the JP. Not for your computer. JP not have time to sit down and do this like that. Yeah. Yes. Him to go up some kind of prison to man, him a piece of shit. See? But another JP type this. This explain to you, you know. So if another JP can see that, she tell us the table. See that the table shows the list of clients that I took money from in the first column. So if that show the list of clients, it's not the JP type this. You understand? But yes, still she got to go give the JP a statement. But the JP never get the statement from her. This is a lie again. That alone proves that that's a lie. So she tell you the list of whatever in the first column. The JP never sit down and type this. I saw it type and put together, yes. But they make enough mistake in it. Them should even have a point to the column and say the first column. And she tell the first column and she identify something in the column. That is not like you go to a JP and you say, can she attack, you know, in the first column. And this is the list of people then. She couldn't do it with her brain power. This is a foolishness. It's a garbage. And even JP write this, so don't put the seal on it. This are them plan and them really tell the lady them cook her up for two. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You understand? No man, them gear things out there, she know about the thief in back. She know thief, they should couldn't thief like listen. The money them what me say, the 15 million she couldn't thief them money. Listen. Remember, you know, them are get old feet, you know. Let me tell you this. You see the accountant, remember, you know, if anything you are get old feet, you know. Nobody can move this money and they only got them. At them move it. And me I tell you this. You couldn't go in a man place, come and stop here. Let me ask you something. If you have a little corner shop and a man come in, they come thief, put and take a pound of flour, you are your shop. You make him just push in the man and take a flour and thing and walk away. This for the more than a corner shop, you know. You make him just walk away, just come in and just put him and just take where you want and then just walk away. You know what I mean? A war that name war. And if you lock it up and then block it, you call the police. And if you know him, you can knock him in face too. Yes. If you have a bar, you just make a man just come in and just drink and just step out of your bar. But since you have something where for the billions of dollars where people invest in and you say, don't call me name. This question where them write me, I tell you, this is not the JP, never write this. Just them talk with them I write and I point on the things them. And them type in, but them type them a fool, them sit down and repair it and prepare it. But it gives them away. It gives them away. Them stupid. See? You understand? This, it don't make no sense. And here what you do now. Look on this now. You attack and then you come out. Remember, out of fear, a child use approximately, you know. See, look on this. Remember, you know, at the JP, remember it's a statement she said she give. And me I tell the JP, you know, right, this. Look on just look how it type out completely. However, SSL system would show the funds were withdrawn from each client account. This don't make no sense. For clarity, yeah, you know, money I took from them. Hear this now? For clarity. Them all are emphasize on things now. For clarity. This reflects the sum taken by me from respective client account in addition to my estimate of appreciation of those sum as they remain invested. Yeah, I am able to provide this figure because I track each client portfolio. She can't track them like that because remember, you know, it's impossible, you know. She there work and for talk to people and tell them if you invest. She can't sit down and track them. Them never find a computer without doing all this shit. Do all of this just make up. Who do this? And who in this and an account in place and who in this? Them have other people do this. So this don't make no sense. Yes? As if I did not take any funds from them. However, SSL system which show that funds were withdrawn from each client account. Hear them now? However, SSL system would show. Who would I write this? Who would I write this? It don't make no sense. A matter of fact, look at number 10. Look at number 10. I estimate that I took approximately 20% of the sum reflected on this table. I estimated I took approximately. She estimate. Who would I write this? And remember, you know, if you come and call people name and say and show money, or turn around now, or turn around, look at them fool again. You know. So you put the whole sum. I say, oh, I estimate I take approximately 20% of that sum, the sum. So she not take the whole 90 million no, because I look bad after she said she put it down there so and 4.8 million. And you estimate now if you take 20% of that. It don't make no sense again. It wasn't make no sense. See? It more than even that what she put up. See? But this don't make no sense again. You lay down the thing and say you and who go do this. But yesterday estimate you're taking a 20% of it. That make no sense. Who write this to my idiot, you know? Hey, you only got them my idiot, you know. See there? And she use a percentage, you know. That would be approximately. And remember, you want to talk to know, JP, you have more truth. All right, let me tell you the truth now. You have, if you thief something, nobody not thief something and run go confess. So you are more trim than thing, you have to tell me approximately and percentage, and it don't make no sense. I use a percentage and everything to, you know. And I tell you money, and then I tell you year. Do they got no sense, you know? And 6 page of this. You say right, see there? Approximately US 8, look at now. After you put, see there, that would be, salary record, that would be in approximately 864,640 60 cent. 614 and 60 cent US. So she said she take less than $1 million US. 20% of, I see that, and she bracket it too, you know, then bracket it. 20% of the 4 million, that she bracket there. Would I do a statement, them say she go give, you know. But this go to somebody and them stamp it. So a statement, it'll be the JP, I take a statement. Look, you know, and 18,000, that approximately 20% of 90 million. 18 million. Approximately 19 million and 90 million. See that? For Bedford Lewis, I do not remember how I took his money without his consent, but I remember doing so in or about 2020 or 2021. That don't make no sense. For Norman Taylor, he's one of my bearer who assists me with work-related matters. I need a figure to his request for withdrawal, and I took the addition sum. This was done since. And look at now, shall I tell you all them name and the area and the date? See there? Marie Clemstone has a standing order to receive fund monthly. She withdraws some of her funds, and I took the balance on several occasions. I pay 25,000 per month by 29th day of each month out of my own fund. That no make no sense again. For virtual Lovell, I added a sum to her request and took additional money. This was done in around 2020. And look at, she remember all these, look at all them name, she remember them name and the year. Look at, work with it. And I took 35,000 US from his account without it. 35,000 people. She can't draw that. What of this? Where am I going with this? Look here. Maxine Wells, John Dat. Look here, she put out 3 names. I made several withdrawals from their respective account without their consent in or about 2012. Yeah. Because the whole of this is foolish. I never want to read out this. Look here. The whole of this shall name it and the year. See the 2012 shall name it how much money. Look here. Look here. Look here. And then she come down here, so sworn before. Remember, you know, that means she gave a statement, and yes, still is not the woman write this. Look here now. Look here. Remember, me point to you. Look on this now. I give the above statement consisting of 6 pages. So right away, she said she give a statement 6 pages, but yes, still she tell it to the paragraph and they tell it to her she write. But yes, still she gives statement. That means that the woman write it. I should write this. It don't make no sense. She tell about her 39 paragraph voluntarily and my own free will. I am of sound mind. I confirm that I obtained legal advice before swearing to this statement. And said statement was given in the presence of my attorney. So in the present, she said she give a statement, but yes, did it right before? Hey, people, should I do this, you know? Should not do it. That a bullshit. This is how Andrew alone collect money from this. Andrew alone. Andrew for step down. Andrew for step down. These are the executive them put out. By the way, she come out of her case and hope them a beat her to a pulp because we are watch it. If them kill her. If them kill her, I worry about her, you know. She come out and said she not do it, you know. She come out and said she not do it. She said him curse her for say it. She said it. She won't even do this. But in this, they make so much mistake in this, you know. They make a lot of mistake. Because she said, she pointed to the paragraph where she said she do the table, but yes, she said in the bottom part, the statement where she give and it's true. But the woman don't write a statement. Them carry it to her, and she stamp it. Them do it. See? So if you read the whole thing, it'll tell you, she says she do it. She create the thing, write it, right? And then in a part, I know, she said she give a statement and it's true. Written statement. Yes. She give the statement and the truth. And she swear to it. You understand? No, she said I give above statement. I give above statement. So she give the JP to the JP write it. So the JP write the statement. But the JP not write this because up there says that tell you one bag a different thing. And then see there, look on the date at the 7th. At the 7th this, see that? See that at the 7th at the 1st. So this bus around the 5th. Out of the 6th and by the 7th she do this. This don't make no sense. Huh? Yes. See there? And then do this. And this don't make no adjust of the piece. And then she put a little stamp here so. This you know why them do this? I just throw off the police and well. Catch it bully, Andrew, you're a demon, brother. You're evil, man. You're evil. You're not prime minister. So that's why you see them try to hold on and run up and down, you know. Because them know, say them in some serious trouble around here. Serious trouble. Done with them and close them cases. A matter of fact, hear this. Let me make it hear something here, so. Make it hear something here, so. You see, when them go and talk about she have luxurious home, she don't have nothing like that. Yeah.
Campbell from Nationwide News. We are currently at a luxurious Kingston 6 apartment complex here in Upper St. Andrew, where police have swooped in to collect data and other items related to the U.S. multi-million-dollar fraud at Stocks and Investments Limited. We understand that the building they have targeted is owned by Jean and Panton. She is the senior manager at SSL at the middle of these fraud investigations. Police have cordoned off the area and have restricted her access to the property because of fears that it could endanger the suspect and other people who may be residents here. We will provide you with more information as soon as it is available. We are expecting, at least we can promise, a briefing after the operation has been completed by police as to what are the next steps. This is Sean Campbell for Nationwide News.
All right. So you hear that? Luxurious, sir. It's for big mama. This is garbage. And then put the emphasis and not to call out the oligarch one time. If that was a PMP person run that, either you might dig on just shut this and that and this and that. And then we know to that bag of foolishness. See, you can't have a country like this. If you lose a license, you know. Them for lose them license. A long time them have spent propaganda and all kind of things, you know. And then you come with George Shy. Peer misinformation. Andrew Wallace are the lightest thing. And peer misinformation and put out, you know. Like the indigenous houses. Peer misinformation. That another JP write that, them, they only got them write that. Them sit down and write that. Them chorus off it come say this, but it don't make no sense. Because when you read it, she said the statement, she sworn to the statement where she gave. But yesterday she tell us that she do the table and this right from them. So them are pine on it and use something. And she remember, you know, let me just ask you something very important. Only remember how much money on the bank and bank from 2012, 13, 14, 15 and them thing there. You never go look back on your bank thing and see how your bank. She can remember you don't know the people them like that, but you remember them name. I write them out. You get a statement. But you still carry the statement and stuff. She never go there, you know. They make she sign it, them just sign it back and send it. And she said she never did it. She wasn't there. She never did it. Them have the woman, she just sign it and it's not a sworn thing this type, sworn like nothing. And say she not the front of a liar. Which liar, by the way? Which liar? Liar. Because, you know, liar-client relationship, them have a relationship with them. And a liar could not take coercion in this. You are criminal, the liar, look for represent you the best way possible. Yes. Saying best way possible. This don't make no sense. This is garbage. That's what me just read this garbage, and she write it. Them write themselves and oligarchs. Andrew them know about that, you know. That was a plan. And by the way, it's so terrible that Andrew alone, in the midst of this, collect $143,000 US. $22 million, over $22 million. And use up that. A matter of fact, them send it to him. But same like how them send money, SSL send money to Andrew Ones. Use this example. Same like how them send money to Andrew Ones. He never have a book. But them a give him a money. Yeah? And them give him same but I want to the people, them you think them a work with cash like this, US don't run out a bank like that. She not do that. Them do that. And then them just give them some fictitious name for talk. You know, go sit at the bank. Remember them and the bank who are on them back their friend, you know. Yeah? It don't make no sense. Nobody not depend on about bearer for go for the money. Who depend on a bearer for go for 600,000 US? Who cost 600,000 US, 200,000 US, 300,000 US, 500,000 US? You can't get 10,000 US for that, you know. Who depend on a bearer for go for 15 million when you have workman? Look at, let me say me can cast money. Let me say me can cast money right now. Workman. Let me just prove something to you right now. Well, I'm big. Let me call somebody else. Let me call a youth. Now ask me, I talk a workman now, but I call a workman where we work big. We build hotel and them things that have enough people work with him. Right? Me say we can get one of them. And I can call him and I want to ask him a question. See? I want to ask him a question. Say me get him. Me get him, I call somebody else. Right, me get him. All right. Call somebody else also. Hey, them I eat that, you know. Them I eat that. No work, man. You not get them money for draw like that. And that's why it's going on the bank. Yeah? Yes. You know go like this. And like you can go there and get 3 million for go draw and you're working. And you draw up on your account and you know just get the money like that for draw. I have not asked you, no. But me say Andrew draw 150 million. That alone, police, you have to investigate that. He not have no business. Andrew Wallace is not a businessman, you know. He not have no business, you know. Saying? None whatsoever. Answer your phone, the fam. Yes? He man a businessman whatsoever. Andrew draw 150 million. Draw 120 million. Deposit 100 million, 140 million 2 times. Yeah? You can't even deposit that money. Because it always red flag for you draw 600,000 US. That's over $90 million, you know. You draw 15 million US. You draw how much make that don't even make no sense. See? Them that raise red flag and the bank are chorus with you and do corruption too. The bank. You know good. When she does say so and says she is a statement that ain't a statement that right and give her a matter of fact even give her them just send it in and she agreed to it. They make she sign to it and then them send it to stamp it and have the other woman sign it. Nobody them never meet up. This is bullshit. The whole of this are bullshit. We can't tell them that them never meet up. Saying the whole of that is garbage. And then them are big mama now, the mouthpiece where they run out and then spread the propaganda. Misinformation and disinformation. And this bad. And you alone will say collect money. When never put in, because I know when I see put in nothing. Remember, you know, if them are run through bank account and thing and them show you a bank account go this and them show, all right. You know, so when I say Andrew put in the money night, you want the proof? Him have 28 bank account. Them say, well, Andrew have money with him mother and him father, them a bank account. Them say, these the one. We have it right here. Them see when use 2 million and transfer from a bank account to the mother name in and but his sister and put it in the next bank account to themselves. Them see when money going in this bank account. Tell me what? Them not seen a bank account with no money and go to SSL. Not even one. And him admit, say the bank account in St. Lucia, them not have a bank account with admit. Never have a bank account. So them open a bank account and give him money. Pay him money. Pay him money for what? Pay him for? What you pay him for? Admit, you know. Adman, never have a bank account. Him say it, you know. Kai there, you know. You know, we talk with, remember from the IC this I come from. I'm telling you people, Andrew not prime minister. The way the man are deceiving, conniving, deceiving, and deceive the whole of Jamaica, and it's not the first time. He come out and talk about unassailable. In 2023. In 21, him collect this money. Look here. So we make a thing here with Daddy Smurf. Daddy Smurf, come let me show you something. Him collect these money. Look here. Bank accounts. That are just some of them. We just put the 28 on. We could have just trace it because we have the whole trace of them. You see the money from SSL is a brand new book. Brand new. And him pay that money. US. Brand new. And him not pay for opening that bank account. Him not pay. That's to show you how them deal with him. Them are help at the criminality. That's a criminality right there with NCB. Right? NCB withdrawal. In withdraw NCB too, you know, in withdraw money, you know. 150 million. Them see that. NCB withdrawal, them see 120 million. Them see deposit in a them thing there too. NCB, them see this. NCB deposit 140. NCB. NCB, you know. NCB. The man are doing. I remember, you know, it's the same and what a coincidence. What a coincidence, you see? What a coincidence with NCB that only have the chairman for NCB in a 5-4 or 4-5, right? Chairman. Go out Israel with him too. And then we see this with NCB. This is why I tell you, but if you listen, let me just turn to this. Hey, people ever get serious going on. One is must step on a ballot here. All them are Panton. The whole of them where you pick up for one is the whole of them are the same thing. Them arms house. The whole of them forget kick out. The whole of them forget investigated. The whole of them will do one this. And no two way about it neither. See? None. Yeah? No two way about it. So remember say something. Singapore. Remember hear this. Singapore, remember hear this. Saying, should not move with them business people here, you know. No good.
That if you want to, in a sense, eliminate corruption in a society, and we all want to eliminate corruption in a society, the most effective way to do it is to make sure you don't punish people at the bottom, you punish people at the top. I'll tell you one story. In the 1960s, when Singapore was a very poor country then, our per capita income was 500. A government minister was invited by a businessman to go on holiday. Just on holiday. No bride. He and his family went on holiday with a businessman. He came back, he was arrested, charged, went to jail. After that, no more corruption. Because it's a very powerful signal that is sent when you go after someone at the top. So Singapore's experience, and it's actually quite remarkable how you have almost zero corruption in Singapore, is because we decided
that you have to charge them from the top. No, Andrew and them ministers and them people around him, them do too much things. And then we have a propaganda machine where appear misinformation with fish headless them and water, where them just swear in water. Can you imagine? That will show them desperation, you know. By swearing in water in the Senate. What that do? That can change some people. People just time for a call election get rid of your car and send some out of our prison. You see? What that do? Broad back me attack, you know. Them swear me and move up some people. Wish when you put them in there as senators, you as prime minister can move them. I promise them things that I move them around. That the man I said, I resign. Federal resign. For what? Saying? He mean there until in election call and that they dissolve parliament and then you pick some other people. I have him that sick anymore move. But him move people, just put some and move some like just couple months of election. You can't call out tomorrow. So I run up and down and think them can trick people with them lies and Them deceive it. Me song not cheer you on. You can't do it better. Can't do it. And then me I talk to my artist brother them. And them watch me by the way. And remember we reach to a lot of people here. You can't underestimate the man of the wilderness, you know. Man of the wilderness serious down him look. See? So no care what we wanna do, you know. We have to put on some foot on. We're not good. We're not good. Yes. We're not good, man. We're not good. See? So we're showing, we're teaching us up. See? We're not just talk, you know. For the action. So they know where we are going with. We're not dangerous. But me I say, Andrew, when should I get charged with even this too, you know? No police don't interview man say then, oh, you collect money out of this. We never say, oh, you're entry where you're pushing money, but you are collect money from it. All this work, NCB draw them money there from and everything. NCB in a lot of these kind of things. Yes. NCB will upon some people money and them lose the money and Andrew not say nothing. Anytime you not see him say nothing, just look from where I go on. See? You catch a woman like this now, you're aware to be a case for no man. She can't move the money, you know. Can't move the money there. What a way if she could have made? And that even worse. Can you imagine you could have get so much million US out of that over 4.8 million, then you come and you say she move it and she number one. Let me tell you something again. Look how them fool. You make our woman whenever move. Hey, them fool they fat. Look here, let me show you something. Let me show you something where your brains have a click in. Let me show you something. Honest. If you tell them so they make mistake, yeah? Let me show you something, people. Very important. Look, only just follow me for a minute, right? Look here. Out of all, you know, look on this now. That woman has give statement, people. Look on this. You see the one of them money, huh? She tell about every money and tell about the client them move. Right? She get them a fair client, right? And the money, you know, just follow me, you know. All of them money, huh? 35,000, 65,000. Look for money. 262,000 US from Kathleen Roberts. Yeah, all right. Christopher Random. Look how me I got to 100,000. Them are US. Look at people. 614,000 US from the people in Henry and Jean Ford. Susan, yeah, B. Byrne, 560,000 US. Just look for what me are going on. Look on over that side now. Millions, 6 million, 10 million, Winford Hunter 10 million. But you know what? You look how me use and catch them. Look at 8 million, 50 million, and then she total them up. Look at all the people. Then she say, yes, sir. See the thing what I tell about people? Look at number 10. I estimate that I took approximately 20% of the sum reflected on the table, on this table. So people, let me ask you something now. Very important. I call my friend. How the hell this woman know exactly 4.8? Remember, you know, she gave all the table of the money they were missing. From these same people, she gave the whole table. Remember, you know, she only took 20% of the total for each. So, oh, you give me a table with all these money. I know it missed, I know when it missing. But you're going to give me a total of 20% where you take. Can you say you take the money, you know? But you give me a table with 90 million and 4.8 million, but you're going to take 800,000. It make any sense? And you give me the table with the data and everything when the whole of the money they gone. Who do this make so much mistake? Yo, I'm going to call my brethren. Let me explain this to my brethren a minute. Hold on there. Oh, them fool stuff. If you take something and 800,000 US you take, and you're going to take how much Jamaican, 18 million, or you can tell me you take 90 million and withdraw and 4.8 million gone, but you're going to get 800,000. Or you tell me about the rest, and not you. You tell me now, hey, me I one of the baddest investigator boy I am. Watch me. Remember call my brethren. No man. Them people no sir. No sir. Remember call my brethren. Me have to call my brethren right now. See? Me have to call my brethren. When there? See? Oh, she not tell you on the table like this and I tell you how much money. Remember, she not in the account apartment, you know. She's not there, you know. But she tell you and put it out, we have 4.8 million. But don't you so? See that I mean say so. See there? She come back and say, she tell you all the people them name. But you so see there? I estimate approximately 20% of the sum reflect on the table. Shall I tell you about the table? That would be approximately, and shall I tell you approximately how much money she took. Remember she said she take the money, you know, 800,000. See? She take 800,000 or so. And she take her next 18 million or so. But they're still out of the 90 million. Shall I tell you about the 90 million? She's going to take 80 million, 18. And she's going to take 800,000 out of 4.8 million. That don't make no sense. People, come on now. You see what I talk about? Eh? You see what I talk about? Somebody, I swear to something. All I tell us are 90 million, but now I'm going to take 18. 18. And I tell you, the whole of the money they gone to, you know. Remember, you know, she don't gonna know where she take. Oh, she know 90 million. You see, when them write bullshit. And I'm going to respond to the 20%. 20% me take. But you can't tell me them name and everything. For 3.8 million US, and when it move, the time when it move, me not tell you, say them write it. This, hey, liar. The liar, you know, sit up here holding at this. She don't go respond to 18 million. Jamaican and 800,000 US. But she said she take the money. And she tell the fam when it take her yesterday, she said, she don't say nobody else has say, you know. She give bearer. Yeah, and she tell about the table. And she don't go respond for 20%. Well, if them fool one more time, me don't know. Eh? That don't make no sense. This don't make no sense, Ronia. See? This don't make no sense. Not sure. Him no know nothing at all. Him that piece of shit. Brother, no send this piece of shit to me. You know, me just play him. Him that piece of shit. Me not even look on him. We just play him before though. Eh? Can you imagine? Uncle thing you got swear into. How where you say you take? How where you say you take? But where you say you take, y'all give you a figure and how much money gone and everything, you know. You know this figure. Remember, you don't know. You can't know. You cannot know, but you still, you gonna get a statement and out of your head, you get a statement where you not type, where the woman not type, where then give you. You never ever go face the woman. This just shows that them, this are come not from she, but from them. Because remember, you know, you are confessed to something, on the way you do, you confess to, you can't say 90 million pounds something, and you go confess at 20%. It's 18 me take. 90 million and you're going to take 18. And then the 4.8 million US, you're 800,000 alone. Me take. 800. Oh, you know about the rest. I know you know say take. Oh, you know say thief. Oh, you know say gone. It's not she right this. Let me shit. Liar. Hey, they should got to fling out. Go for the oligarch. Go for Andrew Wallace and the minions there. Backside. I want to take people for boy, man. This don't make no sense. This is garbage. Yes? I know she write this. She don't write it. If you listen, brother, if you come and thief the phone here, from me, yeah, you come and thief the phone here from me. Or the hell, you put up, say, that one a gone, this gone, laptop gone, oh, you can know that. You don't know the accounting department. You talk about bearer and them get money, but you tell me how much money. Them are putting away how much money, but you're going to take 20%. Can you run them off for 100%, the 90 million, 18 million on me? But you tell about the people, them you're going to the count on this, but 18 million on me. And you know, and then that now 800,000 on me. It don't make no sense. You can't tell me about the 3.8 million. You don't know if it's thief or not, or you know. You are the something, or you know, say the whole of that gone. And you totally top were gone. And who it gone from? Because she worked there and she know because them give her it and but all the you saw them do it because them just want to tire and them are free her. Saying? Yeah. That's the reason why them took the company. This don't make no sense. The statement she give out, it don't make, and that's not a statement, brother. If you talk about something, you have to talk about something, but you can't give me some of the money, but we don't have the money they got or not. And add it up, and then you say 20%, and then you swear to that. This is not on fight again. Yeah. You understand? No, man, I'm tough for that. Hey, Bernard, I'm tough, you know. Just think about one, and then I watch me to and them know it's a garbage, this. Bogus confession. Yes? This no make no sense, and this is where Big Mama them run out. Hey, Big Mama, wanna watch me and learn? Wanna eat that? Everything, let me tell you again. Let me tell them again. This is what we learn. You see, everything, even crime scene, you know, that's why them take picture and everything, you know. Even them letter you talk, you know, brother. When me read them thing, you know, that's why, you know, you see, when you're critical, think are different, you know. Them talk. So you want to if she write it, you read it and you can read it, you know, say, okay, this is not the JP, write that. You make a confession. If you make a confession to police or to anybody, them are write it, you know. And you write it to them, you know. Them are even tape it or write it. But this now, I know she Panton write this, and it's not the JP. The JP just put that thing on it and stamp it. Them write this and gear and curse her and tell her, say, curse her and tell her to deal with it. You understand? But this don't make no sense. Because you put up the money and then she get total how much money draw and when it draw. She tell about herself, you know, how she draw money, you know. But when you look now, she give me overburden money. So 90 million it equal to. And she give her next overburden money to 4.8 million. Right? And then she turn back and say 20%. 20%. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Backside. Look at now. Look at us coming in us now. Look at now, people. As she run as an MP, look at. Let me tell you what this. Boy. Jamaica, hey, they might forget rid of them people. Look at. You can't believe this? Former House Speaker, that will plead what? Guilty to integrity commission breaches. She MP right now. She forget fired too. This, hey, she plead guilty, you know. She run off her mouth, plead guilty. But she MP, then put her in back. She forget fired. You can't also be a face. Yeah? Plead guilty. Can't go around it. Eh? I'm a part of cat. Plead guilty. Andrew, I have special request. You have to get rid of Andrew. You forgot a man. See? This alone carry him down again, you know. See? Them and the nasty thinking, what you call them? She plead guilty. All them send her to prison though, you know. All them get her prison time. They want to put down about the talk about she go pay this and send her to prison. She collect people, she collect taxpayers' money, 1.5 plus she get to 2 million after the concession of the car. She take 1.6 million that she collect and then talk about a foolishness. You understand? All the 900K fine, this is shit. Eh? Or you forgot fine her 900. Or you fine her 900K when she take 1.6 plus 2 million. Or you fine her that. You understand? Or you find she that. That don't make no sense. You know it? Me tell you, say, up to the judge, I'm corrupted. You have to get a fine up there and send her to go to prison. 20 million. Or if you fine her 900K fine. She take the money. She now return up back the money. 900K, and you take 1.6 million taxpayers' money. And you have 2 million there, so concession on the vehicle. A 3.8 million that, you know. Eh? You understand? This is a joke. Saying she's not supposed to run. Yes. You understand? This don't make no sense. Eh? Yeah. But Jamaica, it don't make no sense, man. See? It don't make no sense. All these things, that's why you think go pay them and do all of them like, hey, people, when the vote have to talk, you have to get rid of them people there, you know. And then you have to look for them, you know. But yes, you can't run a country, so. And you're not supposed to depend about that. Not even she. That's why they moved the ombudsman. I want to ask the question. You can't have a guy with 21% to mash up the place, so you know. Can't have him do this, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, when she says social media, anti-social, I never know. So I want to liberate friend post again, bolt. She never know. Yeah? No, she anti-social, you know. She anti-social. She's a big lump of shit. She anti-social. Yes. See? She anti-social. She just want to just get up and chat her bullshit. She forgot to sit down. See? Yes. As I said before on this now, yes, the woman had name out according to them. You confess. You can, but you confess that it mix up everybody. You talk about yourself. But you give us some money, but we need now. Remember, you know, if you move 18 million plus 800,000 US, or you reach a 4 million US, or you reach a $90 million, or you know, say these money move. Sure, no. Get different people know, like how them never know fear thing, that means you don't know them thing. You know, it's a fake. Look about it. That's fake. Them fake. Yes. The police lie and just use this. Yeah. A guilty plea that a joke. You can't charge a 900,000. That a make up something. Guilty and them charge you a 900,000 feet and look back. We are come burn out the judge. In fact, I look at which judge do it. Because the judge just take money, you know, on that table. We are burn out the judge. At that wrong with Jamaica. Because I think like this, especially there are people about speak of the house and the serve and I tell you lie. You can't believe that nothing she said. Nothing. Nothing. A pata cat style and everything you call they get a youth them thief. If I get a youth, they got thief 50 grand, maybe police shoot him. And say him wanted and them thing there. She have the concession alone and then she go sell the car. Then she tell lie. She never have the car, she never do this, she never do this. And then she take $1.6 million and then you charge her 900,000. That a joke. That a joke. I let her go so. We are about her straight. She not supposed to run. She 100 them in the same boat. Although under the worst of all, you know. Under the worst of all. Yeah? She confessed to criminality and sit in the government and collect. And yes, today you go for poor people picnic. Eh? You go for poor people picnic. We don't know that with them. You can't get it two-way, brother. Can't two-way. You can't have she confess. Yeah? Yes. Yeah, man. We are so honey, man. We want to teach and beat them, you know. I will go all in them things. You see what put up the thing and go all night? Big Mama is a big dirty thing kid culprit. We go around and spreading misinformation and disinformation. When them say something, then honest act. Because what them did feel say, you know, all them have the thing locked. Because I remember say, Abel, Ilan, and the other one have shares in that, you know. Remember me see it, you know. Me see it. Right? And flavor. Them have them in a Big Mama mouthpiece. See? So we see what them do. Them use PR and trick people. And them love, that's why them love some misinformation. We work off of data. We work off of things like these things. Yes. We don't do tabloid. No tabloid around here. None. See, so when I grab them, go tell them. That's why I don't say like and share and subscribe and make up. I mean, I have no time. I run people. I don't have no time for the foolishness. See? Yeah, I run them, man. I have no time for them foolishness. And you only must depend on that. I want to at that one, if you tell on the people, them far and wide, if it go where, if you go get charged, you know. Even the SSL things are charged, you know. And we can't call him in-house training like we are talking about last night because tell me what, we never see when him invest the money in it. We not see no account with him name in it. Him a collect. It's like you make them a run and a collect. Him not different from the man them when you talk about one other clans. Andrew a collect. With brand new, you know, different from the man them where, you know, extort. This is extortion. And you can rob people money and from a collect, you're good. And you collect. A prime minister will say a collect. We don't see nothing else. Him to come show me all the money reaching it. Yes? Him to come show me. Him collect. And this body now. And you come out. This is where Andrew come say a certain people. Andrew evil, you know. Hear this.
And I wonder what was the motive for that.
Hear this.
When he had received the facts. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has been facing backlash for his delay in commenting on the fraud case involving over 40 investors, including Sprint legend Usain Bolt. The opposition and other quarters of society have questioned whether or not the delayed response was in a bid to cover up information. But Mr. Holness says not so.
There was this query as to why I didn't jump out with a statement immediately. It's simply because I have a duty that when I speak, the information that I provide must be unassailable. And that means
you know, place party, my place stupid. Because him come tell me this now, we say nothing about unassailable. You can't trust him if you step down. It more, and then who name us, including Chuck and the one of them are back in them for move.
you have to take time to verify.
Yeah.
What we saw in the interim, that some persons had a field day with misinformation. And I wonder what was the motive for that. It was almost gleeful celebration.
The Prime Minister line.
So that was a lie. Misinformation. Him give the man collect, you know, from SSL, you know. Collect. You understand? It's like money on the table, this because we don't see where it enter from. But we see the exit of it. Brand new book. If this was a PMP member, you know, your big mama spin it all over there. I want to run with that. Not the way it said, I run on the run it way. If you lose it, nice. A piece of shit. Continue.
Like his finance minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, is adamant that those who are implicated in the fraud case must be brought to book. He says an example must be set that crimes of this nature are not accepted in the country.
The government will not socialize any debt, and we will not socialize the failure of our banks.
People, it was not bank fail. You see what it fail? Him nobody call it where it is, you know. Them investment house there, you know, him call it our banks. It was not bank. But this is how him talk, and then him talk, and then him bring in that. You hear him say our bank?
To be prudential, and to protect their customers.
So, people, yeah, so it was a bank, and credential and protect customer. You know, bail out about bank. Eh? You have to listen when him talk good. So him know what him do. Him get, you see him collect. We see him collect now. 143,000 US, 22 million. Yes. On that table. Brand new book. In a NCB. And we see a lot of things we do in a NCB. I love to do it. Them big money they move on that near money laundry and you do not have a business. You have shell company. Shell companies. No, remember, you know, them business that you have, them big business that move 400 million. In supposed to employ maybe a 10,000 people to backside. You might move some money there for $1 billion in a film company, them 3. And then now have no staff. He now have nobody when do business with him. Just I move the money. And I draw 150 million and 120 and I deposit 140 in an NCB. And I know more can feed no go to NCB and grab this guy. A country can't run like. Remember, you know, when me see how US I say, and by the way, feds watch me. I'm a virgin from MI5 and them thing there. Me a virgin all over the place. So, you know, me just tell you no. Me watch me, man. Saying, I'm watch me. Me a virgin all about it. Me I tell you that. You know, me not do tabloid. Saying? So, and them watch them thing, them monetize. Charles watch me. Like when my brethren they call me work at the bank there and check Charles and I say, you watch way lonesome and them fight him to call me the same time of the man step up. I say, yeah man. The top of him swimming turn king, you know, Prince Charles. You have to call my name to him like yeah. Because they monitor these things. In Jamaica, them know Jamaica corrupted. What do you think? You have to beat it till they are my bend. Them not good. Yes. You understand? Continue.
Were we to do that, it would send a very bad signal to the banks and investment houses.
Yes, I said to the bank and investment houses. You know, so he might tell about bank and send a bad signal to the bank and investment houses. Him say the bank, him now say do not debt for the bank. And the words no bank will go under. And it's so bad. And just like you know, SSL, you collect money from SSL and attack this way and say, you know, hey, come on, more fun in front of me. Backside. Go ahead, man. Yeah? Yeah, you understand? Dangerous, man. Only if you have this and I call it Prime Minister. You don't get anybody bets. Me listen, man. A beer, man. Dangerous. And when you want to use PR and get himself out of now and put him. Yeah? Remember we have Simple the Best, the 8th next month. So we have to look out for that in a big way. I say, man, people are powering up here. We say, look out for that. Yes, you see? All right. We don't know later. We don't know it already now. I'm already, you know. So make I run out here later. I'm out. Remember, tell the woman not guilty and them pick up for the other guy, Andrew Onis and them crew and them for charge them. And them should have in front of court. The guy have to step down and move. He must be on the ballot. Me out.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber day.
I'm not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Maybe the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold like a bull man. We send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical theater. Put up in the rhythm, deal with some poor hole in a hater. Lyrically inclined.